Hey everyone, welcome to episode 50 of the Unity Gaming Podcast. I'm Riccio.
I'm Dan.
I'm Somppi.
I'm Kumar.
Yay, we have everybody today.
And yeah, we're all four of us.
Episode 50.
Back.
I don't know what that was. I was excited.
It was
shaking.
pure excitement.
And then I explode.
We're almost at a year, guys.
Yeah, we're almost
Almost
at a year.
Holy jeez.
I'm pretty sure since we missed a couple.
Yeah.
Well, we
but-
still put out podcasts for this period.
Yes,
but
we did.
We didn't record two
yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
So this is technically the 1 year.
Yeah.
We'll pretend like it isn't.
52 is going to be the main one. Let's just do that.
I
So
will be in physical attendance for number 52.
nice.
Good.
Good. Woo! So to anybody watching on the YouTube, just letting you guys know if you're wondering what game is being played in the top right, we've got Skins of the Skulls.
Yeah, Skins of the Shogun. That's
Skulls of the
that's
Skins
right.
of the Shogun.
Skulls of the Shogun.
Skulls of the Shogun.
Skulls
yes.
of the Shogun. And behind us we have a fox going rabid and
Which is an interesting gif.
just flip between them. Anyways, so yeah, how are we gonna start this off?
How you guys doing?
How? Yeah,
I don't know. How are you doing, Kumar? I haven't talked to you in a while, so how are you doing?
Yeah, it has been a little while. Mind you, I haven't seen you in even longer. We've at least chatted every so often, but I haven't seen you for a long, long time. All's well, man.
Yeah, so that's good. Good to hear. Good to hear. Your birthday party went off smashingly after we left.
that was
Yeah, it
holy
was
shit.
a lot of fun. I ended up getting slightly intoxicated, but it was fun nonetheless.
Good. Any good swag? Get any fat?
Yeah,
leaves?
I got a whole lot of cool swag, so I can't complain about any of that. So
Perfect.
Um,
How about you, Dan? How are you doing?
Good. Skulls of the Shogun.
That's what you've been playing?
Yep.
That's it? That's all you've been doing?
I've tried out some other stuff.
What have you been trying now that you're successfully unemployed?
That sounds like a horrible way to put that.
Yeah, asshole.
Okay, I'm jealous. You slept in till like 2:00 today, so
That's a lie. I was awake just in my bed.
I hate you for that.
that's such a good feeling.
Yeah. I was playing Skulls of the Shogun. It's great.
And you've enjoyed it.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what else I've played this week.
I'm trying to fix the squeaks in my chair because they were like,
I played some more Assassin's Creed Liberation
yeah,
on the Vita.
B2B.
Actually,
Still enjoying it?
Yeah, and you remember I talked about that weird Uncharted
Yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Assassin's Creed did it too.
Yeah.
that's weird. Why does
Yeah.
it turn off all your networking stuff?
No, not that. I guess you weren't here for last week's.
Yeah.
Uncharted did this cool treasure thing where you
Oh,
actually had
yeah,
to hold
hold
the
it up.
Vita
Oh,
up
that
to
thing.
a light
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
to see like light sensitive writing
Yeah.
on a piece of paper,
Mm-hmm.
and then Assassin's Creed did the same thing.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to see it repeated in like
Different
it's
developed
like,
games.
Uncharted. I was like, yeah, cool, but then Assassin's Creed, I was like, really?
done
Also
this
because
before.
it wasn't working well.
Oh, that sucks.
It was just done wasn't done properly, I guess.
That sucks.
I had to take out my iPhone, put it up to max brightness, and like shine it.
Oh.
Like putting it up
Oh
to
my
a light
God.
didn't work,
That's weird.
which is weird because it worked on Uncharted.
Imagine how frustrating that would be if you just couldn't get through the game. You couldn't progress through the game.
Well,
if you
that's
didn't have a light
the
close
other
by.
thing is that I tried to because it was just reading a note that I picked up off the ground.
Yeah.
I couldn't back out of it. I couldn't press start. I couldn't quit. The only way I could have got out of it was ending the game,
Seriously?
closing it with the Vita system menu.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
And then I also played Ninja Gaiden Sigma Plus, I think is the name of it.
Yeah.
Went free for PlayStation Plus members on the Vita.
I didn't even know the
yesterday.
game ever came out. So, do you say it went free? Did it release at the same time as well?
It's no.
Was it a launch day game?
It's a launch. Yeah,
Oh wow.
it's $34.99. Like it's a full.
It's a
price
full
Vita
on game.
That's how much. I guess I've played that on.
Actual console.
No, sorry. That's sorry. That's how much I have to pay attention to the Vita kind of launching. I'm so sorry.
And to
Sony.
Ninja Gaiden.
To Ninja Gaiden. I like Ninja Gaiden. Not 3 though. Apparently, I never played it. I just heard it was kind of.
I heard the Ninja
3
Gaiden
was
games were.
horrific as well.
I heard they were really hard, like just punishing hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Second one is the last one that I remember playing, and that was pretty much the case. It was just
Yeah.
really rough.
Like it just treats you badly.
Mind you, it's it's in the vein of like the old 8-bit, 16-bit sort of games, right? So
Yeah. Fair enough.
However, when it comes to difficult games, I still very much prefer
Dark Souls.
Thank you, Dark Souls. I was like, fuck, this sucks. I love this game. Yeah, Dark Souls.
The only reason I've actually been playing Sigma Plus or whatever, Ninja Gaiden, has been because it has like it's called hero mode.
Okay.
It's like super easy mode. So when you get low on health, you get unlimited like, they're called Nippons. So it's like your superpower.
Oh yeah, yeah, your
things.
fire. Like,
Yeah, you get unlimited use of that,
Yeah.
and you auto block.
that's fucking.
So that's how I've been playing that game.
That is bullshit.
I would have died about 100 times in
That's
the first
bullshit.
level otherwise. So it actually allows me to enjoy the game.
So it's still.
I think you're
very-
locked out of a lot of the achievements if you play
Okay.
in mode, though.
Take that then, Dan.
At least on the bright side, you get to enjoy the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And not scream and throw your Vita on the bus.
Yeah, I guess if you have a Vita, it's more throwable. But I don't know. I think that game is so much better if you actually do die a lot and then you win, because then that win is like, yes.
But at the same
you
time,
don't
you
feel that
really
feeling-
want to like punish yourself so crazily that
Well, I feel like if I played an Ninja Gaiden game and I went through it and it was just like easy mode, I'd go like, that was okay.
well, then it's
that was
just
an
like
okay
an
game.
interesting brawler type.
Yeah.
with
Things.
really cool combos and
Yeah.
different weapons and ninja themed, I guess.
My argument there is that DMC just came out, so if
I
I
was
was going to
about
be
to
playing
say
a
that.
brawler,
Yeah, but DMC also costs $60, and this was free.
Yeah, I guess.
DMC is $50 on PC, and then on Green Man you can buy it for $40.
I really want to get DMC.
It's really good.
Really badly.
Having started and beat that game in the span of 2 days is not a bad thing to say about that game. That's just how much I enjoyed it. So I'm gonna say I played that.
Nice.
The game's about 9 hours long. I played it on Nephilim, which was the hardest unlocked mode at the start of the game.
Nephilim? What?
Nephilim.
Nephilim?
It's a demon.
Demon and an angel.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's that's
I feel like you were mispronouncing Niflheim or
No,
something.
Nephilim.
no,
Nope, that's how they say it in the game too.
Oh,
Yeah.
weird.
Anyway, so
But you can't trust anything they
so
put in that game.
once you beat the game, it unlocks Son of Sparta, which then is just the game harder. It changes up where the enemies are, because once you beat in the game, you have all the items that you can get, so it just takes that into consideration and puts the harder enemies at the start and whatever. Then once you beat that one, I forget what you get. It's like Dante Must Die or something. I think it's that. And then
That sounds
which is
like a Devil May Cry mode.
yeah,
Yeah.
I forget what that one does. And then there's Heaven and Hell, which is you take one shot to die or
What the
something.
hell?
Oh no, everything takes one shot to die, but you take one shot to
Yeah,
die as well.
And then when you beat that one, then you get Hell and Hell, where you take one shot to die and everybody has normal health.
Wow. That sounds incredibly punishing.
Yeah, and I haven't unlocked any of those yet. I've only unlocked Son of Sparta, and I've been going through it on that. And most of the times when I finish a game, I don't want to go back. I'm always like, that's done. I'm done with this game. And then I loaded this one back up, and I've been slowly making my way through it again, and it's so fucking good.
The fact that not only did you finish that game in like a really short time, but the fact that you're going back to it proves that it's a pretty good game.
Yeah, well, the combat's awesome. I have like a serious like man crush on the new Dante. He is so cool. I just do more cool shit. I want to watch you.
How old is he? Like in the
6,500 years old. I don't know. Fucking, he's been alive. It seems like he's been alive for a really long time. But
Are they pulling some of that next level Twilight shit where
No.
he just never dies?
no, it's not that. I don't know. It just he says that he no. I would say he's probably like just in his 20s or something.
all right. So he's not like super ancient. Just
No.
hasn't aged.
No, but
No weird stuff like that.
it's weird because I've only played like Devil May Cry 4 and part of 3, and then watched a buddy play 1 and 2. So the stories have never really been like fully the strong point. Like they've always existed, but they've just kind of been like, But it's crazy because in this one, there's certain moments where they're actually hitting like a shit ton of emotional parts, and you're like, holy fuck, like this game is really good, and it's awesome. And I like puns. Dante makes a lot of new puns. Because he's just like a fucking one-liner machine, and it's just amazing. I love it.
Isn't he always been like that? Or hasn't he always been like that?
The original Dante had some one-liners, but he was more like grim about his
okay.
one-liners.
Yeah.
Like, he was always kind of brooding and like
Yeah,
stereotypical, kind of Japanese brooding.
but in this one, he's just like a fucking straight-up jackass, and it's hilarious. Like
He
it's
just knows he's an asshole.
yeah, it's great. Like it's not even in a bad way. Like it's an entertaining. I don't know. It's such a good game. I enjoy the shit out of it. The hardest thing to do in that game is that when you're fighting, you have like your whatever light and heavy attacks, and you have your weapon, and then you have the left and right trigger. left trigger will pull out your angel weapon, and the right trigger pulls out your demon weapon.
Okay.
And combos can consist of you using your like angel weapon to combo into something while then switching off to your demon weapon to like knock some dude in the air, then switch back to your normal thing, which is let go of the triggers, like don't touch anything, and then keep comboing. While shooting, then you hit like X, and then you maybe swap to like a second angel weapon, and then you hit like a D-pad. There's some intricate shit that you have to do, and when you pull it off, you're like, that was fucking really sweet. That was really good. Especially when you get through fights and you don't take any damage, and you're successful with like dodging everything. The game's good. I can't get enough of the
Have
combat.
they changed around the combat system like a fair amount?
It feels like they've played Devil May Cry 3 and then played 4 and was like, dude, that Nero's like grabbing arm was really fucking cool. So they just added that and then did that twice where you can grab and then push away. Or not, sorry, grab yourself towards them or grab them towards you.
Don't you have like a grappling hook or something?
Kind of, it's the grabbing stuff. You either grab or you pull. Or you fling. It's cool.
It's
yes.
a puller or
Yeah.
a pusher?
Yeah. But it feels very much like the other Devil May Cries from what I've seen. There's no lock on though. That's kind of, some people got pissed at that. I don't.
Is it still easy to target different enemies though?
Yeah, like most of the time there'd be like, let's say 4 dudes on the ground and there's 2 dudes flying above, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to grapple the dudes above, and I'd hit the button and I'm like, this is not gonna, and if it would work, like they're all pointing in the same direction, but it would always go towards the one that I'd seem to want.
Okay.
There's maybe once or twice where it fucked up, and I was like, okay.
The game is psychic.
Yeah,
Obviously.
but it was just like, whoa, this game's really good. So I don't know. I really enjoyed the shit out of that game, and I highly recommend people to check it out. And I don't even care if you think the new Dante sucks. It's totally worth still playing that game. You can skip those cutscenes. That's it. That's good.
Cool.
Everybody play Devil May Cry, please. If you like action. If you, Kumar, if new God of War ends up sucking, just go back to Devil May Cry.
If I what?
If the new God of War ends up sucking, just go back to Devil May Cry.
Okay.
Or not go
Actually,
back.
that's the only reason I'm holding
if-
off is that I know that that's coming out in March, I believe, early March or something, or late February.
They
Yeah.
always launch God of War games in March, don't they?
Wasn't I think 2 was released in February?
Yeah, but like
Start of the year.
3 was in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure both the portable ones have been in March.
I don't follow God of War games that much.
I do.
Yeah, I'm
because
just I'm waiting to see how that is, and then I'm going to decide whether I go the route of DMC or God of War first. I'm going to play both of them anyways, but
Yeah. I don't mean this in a terrible way, but maybe play God of War first, just in case Devil May Cry ends up being the better game.
okay.
Just like punishes your
Because Devil May
opinion.
Cry's combat really flows in like a fucking really fantastic way, and just
It
in
looks
case,
really good.
Yeah, in case they mess that up in God of War.
Oh man, if they mess that shit up, Dan, you know exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah. The whole world's
I've been waiting to Molotov Sony for so long because of the stupid ass decisions that they continuously keep making. If they ruin God of War, they're getting Molotoved, all of them.
I just picture like
I have no
Kumar
part in this.
outside of a like Skyrise just throwing bottles, like not even lit.
No,
He's
it's
just
gonna be out of
throwing
the car.
them.
It's straight up a drive-by. Dan's already agreed that he'll be driving the car, and I'll be out the window with a big bag of Molotovs.
I still have no part in this.
Yeah, if
I'm
any
out.
Sony rep is listening to this, I have
Oh, look
no.
at this podcast. They're doing it live. What is going on?
They're playing a Microsoft only game.
Do we have
and shit
anti-flame
talking
Windows?
Sony, what's going on?
Oh god, it's not a Microsoft only game.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this. Okay.
What the fuck?
What game do you think
It
we were
was Devil May
playing?
Cry. I was like, I played it on my PC. It's on the PS3 and 360. Yeah.
Microsoft only.
Yeah. You guys been playing anything else?
I've been playing a lot of Lost Planet, the original, like first run Lost Planet, because everybody bought Lost Planet 2, and I was like, huh.
Did you actually buy Lost Planet 2 as well though?
Yeah, I
Okay,
bought it
thank
for like when it was like retardedly cheap,
$7 was it?
something like that.
Yeah. Not
And-
bad, Green Man.
And you've been enjoying it?
Well, I haven't. Like, I used to own Lost Planet 2 on the 360, and I used to own, well, actually both on the 360. But I picked up Lost Planet 1 for the PlayStation 3, probably about like 8 months ago, and then I just kind of forgot about it. I got it for like $1.50. It's a real good game. Like, I'm really enjoying
How did
it.
you get it for $1.50?
I think I remember my copy being $1.50 as well, like a few years ago.
Yeah, it was just like, it's just super cheap, and I forgot how like really good that game is, but at the same time, controlling the camera is really wonky and weird because you're using the right thumbstick to move the reticle around the screen, but like you have to bring the reticle all the way over to the right side before your character turns to the right. If
You
that makes
can actually
sense.
turn that stuff off in the options menu.
Really?
Yeah, it's.
I've been playing it that way, so I'm
it's
used
better
to
to
it
play
now.
it the way you're playing it though, 'cause
Yeah.
it feels so much.
But
better.
then like I keep forgetting that the top bumpers are 90-degree rotation. So like I'll go to fire or like do something like that, and I'll just like accidentally turn 90 degrees. I'm like, oh, what is this? So I'm.
The only reason I hate the shit out of the first game is because of the checkpointing system.
Oh,
there was no checkpointing system.
Brutal.
So you're just like, oh man, I got playing for an hour and a half. I know every level ends with a boss. You just die on the boss. That's cool. Just restart the whole level. It's okay. I know you didn't want to use that an hour and a half that you just used. Like, it's
it can be pretty infuriating
Yeah.
that way, but like there have been a couple of missions like the Green Eye mission where I've had to legit crank the difficulty down because I was playing on hard and it was too punishing and I couldn't do it, and I think it was on like 10th try or something like that. I was like, okay, I gotta stop this.
Got to make an adjustment here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna put this to normal so I can actually like win this. But it's really Japanese. Not a bad third-person shooter.
Yeah.
Actually, have you played Lost Planet, Kumar?
I played the the demo on the 360
Oh yeah.
way back before it was even released.
Wasn't Lost Planet one of those demos that just was on a 360 hard drive when
I
you
think
got
so.
Yeah, it was. I know
Pretty
when
sure.
it was a launch title for everything, wasn't it?
I think so.
So it was.
it was an Xbox launch title, but it was also like
On the when you bought
one
new
of their
ones.
big exclusives or something, wasn't it?
Because it looked real pretty.
It looks.
Yeah, they used it as a tech demo.
It
several times.
honestly looks phenomenal. Like it still stacks up really well to the later bits of the generation games that are out now. Like it still looks really
The like
good.
thermal gloopy gloop things still look really fucking out of place though sometimes.
The thermal energy, where it's just like it looks
What
like
did
you're
you call them?
it's
Thermal
Gloopy
gloopy gloops.
gloopy gloops. It looks like you're legitimately just like cutting open bugs and taking their blood.
Except for except it's like rainbowed color. Like it's like when you look at a gasoline patch and like rainbow, except for it's yellow mostly.
It's orangey mostly.
Orange, yeah, it's
Which one of those had those crazy walking mechs? Was that the first game or the second
No,
game?
it's
of them.
both. Both.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's like my favorite part of it is what you get. They're
Except-
called VS suits.
Okay.
And they're like some of them are really ghetto and some of them are really like overpowered, and you can get all these different like weapons for it, and you can
Yeah.
like attach them and do all these crazy things. But whatever VS you find are kind of random throughout the level. Well, they're not random, but you won't always get the same one, like the
Yeah.
good ones all the time. So you'll end up like getting really like crappy ass VSs that like have one gun slot, and then you compare it to like I think one of the Nevik is the evil company that you're fighting. They've got these big
Okay.
like spider like ones that like walk around. They have 4 legs. They're completely overpowered. You can just roll through any map with them like easily.
I think the only thing that's important to mention about the VSs is that in the second one you can get 3 together and then merge into like a bigger mech.
So it's like
maybe it's
Transformers.
2, maybe it's 2 or 3, but
What?
you can do that.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I
What
don't.
is this?
I've never actually done it, but apparently there's like one certain mech that you can like merge.
Full on Power Ranger.
Yeah,
it.
Like into which other
Yeah.
mech?
I don't know. It just gets into a bigger mech
Power Rangers.
or something like that.
Man, I gotta.
Plus, I know there's a weapon that you get in Lost Planet 2, which is a cannon that you kind of charge, but you charge it in front of you, and then you need a second player to come up.
we talked
to,
about this on podcast
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, shit was awesome. But I just realized that Lost Planet 1 had that like no checkpoint shit, and then Lost Planet 2 is like, yo, we put checkpoints in, but if you don't beat this hour and a half level and you quit out, you just did nothing. We don't save any of this shit. So those
That's
checkpoints
terrible.
are kind of.
It's I don't know.
Weird
It's
design choices.
It's still a really awesome game though once you get into it though.
it's one of those ones where it's like I found myself playing it and then like I looked down at my phone and I was like, what, 2 hours? 2 hours have passed? And like you
I
like
can't stop or else I'm fucked.
yeah, it's like oh fuck, I'm like halfway through a level, like shit. And then you like play like another like level which turns into like you know, like the level will take 45 minutes but you end up dying on like the last little section.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's another hour and a half I have to do, and so it's a real good game, but it gets really tedious sometimes. But I like it. I definitely recommend it if you've never played any
Get
of
it.
the
If you can
Lost
get it for
Planet.
$1.50, go for it. But
Yeah,
if you want, if you're gonna spend like $30-$40 on like the Colonies edition, don't do it.
No. But if you can get it for $1.50, it is a real good $1.50 buy.
Especially if it's on PC, I guess, or three, like 1 or 2. Just do it.
Does it run well on PC?
Yeah, so far, yeah. From my tests, it hasn't. Whenever you do like the. Okay, first of all, the benchmark for that game that you run in the options menu is like 30 minutes long almost. It was like 20 something
Okay.
or 15.
Seriously?
Yeah, it just kept going. I was like, oh, it's done. Nope, that was just chapter 1 of the benchmark. I was like, okay, you can cancel it any time, but I wanted to see how long it went. And it never went under 160 frames. So,
Okay.
it's all right. It runs really well. Capcom seems to do a good job. It's Capcom, right?
Yeah, it is Capcom.
Yeah.
It's Konami, you racist.
Oh, fine. But anyways, anything else you guys have been?
I moved
Yeah,
my
I know.
Assassin's Creed 3, or Dan's the one that I'm borrowing, from the case to the disk drive, and then I turned my PlayStation 3 on.
Nice.
I'm slowly starting to play, like, get back into that game. I don't know. It's just
You should finish it and then get angry and never play it again.
I don't want to.
I have very
ruin
serious
it.
beef against Ubisoft right now.
Why? What'd they do? Did they kick your dog or something?
So
Well, they show you the best part of a game and that
Somppi, they
E3
kicked
and
my
then-
dog.
Kick your dog?
No, what ended up happening was apparently there's an issue with Assassin's Creed 2 on the PC where if you run that game on Mac, it'll break your save for the PC.
Oh, what?
So if
Really?
you go back, yes, sir. So if you go back and you try to play on the PC side, it'll cloud sync your save and break it effectively.
Oh,
So
wow.
you'll try to load the game, or you'll try to load the save, and it'll just tell you that this save, quote unquote, is missing downloadable content required to play it or something.
Yeah.
And so, I did a bunch of research to try and figure out how I could recover this and try to salvage my save. And I'm not going to sit here and use a hex editor to try and figure out
Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? This is bullshit. God damn you, Ubisoft, and your bullshit Uplay garbage. I was
As if,
so angry.
as if it honestly does it that way.
So much rage.
So
Man, that sucks.
there goes my 75% completion save.
Oh my god. no way.
Really?
And the worst part is that I was playing through it just so that I'd be fresh to start up Brotherhood.
Oh my god.
So now I'm just steamrolling through everything. I'm not even I'm not playing it the way
Yeah.
that I wanted to play it. I'm
You're
just
not
trying
being
to get back to where I was.
methodical?
Yeah, I'm just getting back to where I was just so I can complete it and then move on. But man, that was frustrating.
I can imagine, yeah. Especially because that game's a heck of a lot of hours, especially to get up to the percentage you were at.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Mind you, I was enjoying it. I was playing it again like I did when I first went through it because I platinumed that on the PS3, and I enjoyed it. I really did. So I was playing through it the exact same way, and now I'm just like, man, I fucking hate this game right now.
You're just doing it because you have to do it.
Kind of.
That's the feeling I
Yeah.
have right now for Assassin's Creed 3. I
Okay.
am like,
Except for you didn't really lose your save.
I didn't lose my save, so
you just
you
lost-
have more anger than I do at that. But like, I'm like maybe 7 hours in or something, or I'm maybe even more than that. But I just
I got
have
a funny question for you.
no ambition to play that game whatsoever.
What would happen if you were 75-80% in, and your game save broke?
You wanna know what I would do? I'm fairly certain I would snap the disc, then feel really bad and buy Dan a new copy of Assassin's Creed 3 and
And never touch
burn
it
the
again.
old one.
Wow.
Like oh man, that game just makes me so angry. Such a disappointment.
I love
I-
how it's just like it's become this bane of your existence over the past couple weeks.
Oh man, it's just like it's sitting there and haunting me because I know I have to finish it because I've finished
Yeah.
all the other Assassin's Creeds, and it's just like if I don't have it finished, it's gonna haunt me later on. But it's just so tedious, and I just
Yeah.
don't want to do it. Maybe it gets better like 12 hours.
Yeah,
in.
no, it definitely does. It definitely just
Yeah,
get
and
to that.
that ending sequence, fantastic.
Do it. Get there, and then you'll be like, man, I'm so glad I got here.
This is another reason as to
We're being
why I
serious.
really want to finish this game.
Just so you can have the conversation with Dan.
Yeah.
That's honestly the only thing that's like driving me to finish this game is to be like, is it really as bad as they say it is?
You know what bothers me is that Dan's
Yes.
such a nice guy, and to hear how angry that made him just makes me it gets me worried. If Ubisoft can make someone like Dan that angry, what else are they capable
Something's wrong.
of?
Yeah.
It's that game is really a betrayal to its core fan base.
You know all
Oh my
those
God.
all those pictures of people smashing the controllers to like Dark Souls or Demon Souls,
Yeah.
that is damned to Assassin's Creed 3.
And that game isn't really hard. It's just
It's just angering.
But anyways, not to spend too much time on Assassin's Creed 3 because we talk about it so much so many goddamn times on this podcast, and never in a good light. No, it wasn't the start.
I wonder why.
The first time we talked about it, whenever you first played the first few hours, I was like, this is good.
Back when that end of sequence 3 reveal was the best thing about that game, and then it's all downhill from there.
But yeah, anything else going on with you guys?
I'm building a Steam box.
I think you mentioned that. I think you mentioned that last time. I think.
No, I haven't.
How's it coming along?
Well, I got the chassis for it, so I've got a micro ATX box that I bought. That should do the trick fairly well for me, and I got it for free, so I'm not really complaining on that one. And then I'm gonna probably load it up with a new board, probably like I was looking at maybe like a 3770, and then probably putting 16 gigs of RAM into it, and maybe a 580 or 560 if I want to keep my budget down. Just something that'll play it, play everything that I want to on like high graphics. And
actually, I have a technical question for you guys. I may as well ask this now. So I'm debating between whether or not I should put 16 gigs of RAM in my laptop, and I've been told by several people who are very knowledgeable that I mean games these days aren't even going to make use of 8 gigs, let alone 16.
Yeah.
Really?
But I'm wondering, will it help me out in terms of just overall performance? Obviously, it'll help with the performance, but will it be significant enough? Right now, I've got 8 gigs in my system.
Realistically, like I'm running 16 in mine right now, and the only reason why I would recommend 16 is I'm always multitasking multiple like programs that use a lot of RAM. So I've got like iTunes open, I've got a game open, like I'll have be like WoW or something, and then I'll be running another game on top of that, and then like I'm running minimum at a time. Like when my PC's launched, I'll have minimum of 10 or 15 applications that open at once, and they're all pretty intense.
Let me put it this way, Kumar, is that I have 12 gigs in my system right now. When I do rendering, I maybe go up to like 60% of it. Other than that, whenever I'm streaming, so I've got Chrome's open, I've got XSplit going, and it's recording. I've got DX Story, I've got a game going, and I'm probably hitting like
Steam's running,
and I'm using maybe 30%. So I'm at 3 or 4 gigs. So I don't think you need more than 8.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary for you, but
really
if you want
overkill.
If you want to have the ability to do it, everything runs super smooth when you've got it.
Okay.
Unless you do stuff like Devin and I have to do for school, where we have like actual VM machines, like fake virtual machines going. So
that's the worst. The most I've ever had with the system I've got right now, I had 8 virtual machines, each with 1 gig allotted to it, and each with a core allotted to it. So I had like every single one of my cores and every single one of my like single gigs of RAM allotted to it. Then I had 2 gigs allotted to a couple of VMs, and everything was running decently smooth.
Okay.
But I don't think you really need 16.
Okay, cool.
No, it's not like you can get away with if you're fine with 8 and you're not running into any hiccups right now, then you're good to go.
Stick with it.
Yeah,
okay,
stick with
cool.
it. Yeah.
Back to gaming. I got my ass handed to me by Intrusion.
Oh yeah, you're still playing
After
Intrusion?
a while. Yeah, I mean, I go into it every so often. It just, like I said the first time I think I brought it up, it's just a whole lot of fun to play in little bursts.
Yeah, hop in, hop out.
Yeah, it's like that. It's got that crazy. I don't know if you guys ever kind of played those really, really punishing arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that sort of a feel to it.
You're
except
feeding quarters.
You're not feeding quarters into the machine or anything.
Yeah.
So.
But it's satisfying.
It's
really satisfying when you finally
actually
beat that level Riccio? You've been trying.
Yeah, Riccio, if you liked Dark Souls as much as you did, you're probably gonna have a lot of fun with this one.
I actually want to play it because the physicsy stuff looks really freaking cool in that game.
Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun.
Whoa, that was a weird way.
And the boss fights are unbelievable.
Oh no, he lagged out a bit, but it's just what you said. It was like a lot of like I started lagging, and I was like, okay.
Did I just go all crazy robot?
Yeah, you went robot-y.
You're fine though.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It's all good.
Yeah, you got to check it out. The boss fights are wicked too.
I'll probably wait for another Steam sale and pick it up for sure because I want to get.
Yeah, wasn't it like $3 or something on Steam?
Yeah, I think the 2 times that I've seen it go on sale, it hit $2.99 or $3.99 or something.
Not bad.
Anything else you guys have been playing?
This right here, Skulls of Shogun.
Skulls of Shogun.
A lot of Binding of
Did you
Isaac.
already mention it? No, I thought.
Yeah, I already totally did.
Yeah.
mention
Binding of Isaac.
Yeah.
I know
I've
Kumar's
been-
playing some as
I've been
well.
playing a beastly amount of it recently.
Which, without spoiling anything, is incredibly frustrating.
Yeah, you guys should wait for part 4.
Man,
3,
that was
4.
frustrating.
Yeah. I just want to explain something. If I'm squirming around a lot right now, I was like sick yesterday, and I seem to be like getting hit by like crazy ass mad cramps right now. So if I'm like,
regressing
so
to
if I'm just
sickness.
like leaning forward and looking like I'm about to die, I'm just gonna like
if I am
truck through this.
throwing up, and
Yeah,
like-
just
If
don't
you
worry.
Need to, if you need to peace out, like
No, I'm
It's
fine.
okay, man.
I'm good. I'm just in pain, but it's okay. But no, a game that I actually got back into this week, pretty hardcore, is Counter-Strike Global Offensive.
oh, I've been meaning to play that.
I was talking a bit of shit about it back in December because to find a game it took like 40 something minutes. They fixed that. It's down to like 30 seconds to like a minute or two, depending on how many people you're playing with and which maps
From
you
40
choose.
minutes down to 30 seconds.
Yeah, there's just some weird stuff with the matchmaking that they had, and man, that game is hella good. It's
hella
Hella good.
hella good. And I don't say that for many games because for some reason Counter-Strike hits that perfect
Twitchy.
no, just that fuck yeah moment. Is the only way I can explain it. Is that every time like I end a round, there's so many times where I just want to like jump out of my chair and be like, yeah, like I don't know. I don't ever feel that with any other game. Like you know,
That was
like,
awesome.
you play like Call of Duty, you're just like that was a fucking sick round, right, guys? Yeah, like we did it or something. I don't know, but with Counter-Strike, like you end a round with like a single bullet to like a dude's face, and you're just like, holy shit, you guys see that? And everybody's like yelling and stuff, and it's crazy. Plus, not to mention, the Counter-Strike community is for some reason the only game that I can go on and actually use my mic and want to.
And not scream and yell.
I'm not screaming yell, but like you'll go in there and anybody who has a mic is like either saying like some funny shit or like is communicating to the point. Like you have people who don't normally use their mics. You'll go in there and he'll just be like 3 dudes catwalk. Like he'll just randomly just you never hear people talk. You get them in there, suddenly they're talking and they're like not saying much, but people always communicate like only what's important, and it makes the game really fun. I don't know. The game's fucking sweet. I want to play so much more of it. It's really
not.
cool.
It's not kids screaming profanity at you.
No, there's other people screaming profanities at everybody though, because there's those people who've been playing since like 1.3 or lower, and they're just like, "It's fucking stupid. Like I've been playing this time, the deal's broken, man. The deal's fucking." And you're just like, dude, like everybody's playing the same game. It's okay. Like no one talk.
Yeah, but Riccio, that's because you hack really hard.
I don't hack.
You hack.
I don't hack.
You hack so hard. Remember that picture you sent us?
Yeah.
You hack.
You went like
Yeah.
470 and 3 or something.
Yeah.
Something stupid.
Yeah.
I like that 470.
No, it was like-
I know, Kumar, you sent me some pretty hardcore Call of Duty pictures there.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
sure
that's different though. That's because I'm a baller.
Baller.
I can be a baller too, Kumar.
Nobody balls at Counter-Strike.
I ball against shit. I ball so hard that people something want to
Wish you didn't ball so hard?
Shit. Anyway, but no, yeah, that game's really awesome. And what else? Messed around in Dungeon Land a little bit. I played some. We did a dry run of that, and I played a little bit more for like an hour or two more with Drackle, who gifted to me because that game is pretty cool. It's new. I don't know. It's actually, you know what? I'm gonna phrase that. That game is angering as fuck.
Wow.
Thank you.
It's
that was a turnaround of like,
Yeah,
oh
that
yeah,
was
it's
a full
good
180.
new to
we-
like.
it's like we tried. We're like, no, maybe it's just fucked. Like maybe we just gotta play a little bit more. We just gotta unlock some stuff. It'll be really good. I don't want to say I hate it. I definitely want to play more of it to see like what is
Made you hate the shit out of
no
it?
what am I doing wrong? But it's really hard to the point where you die a lot, but you don't feel like you've done anything. So it feels like you're wasting your time rather than like, okay, at least we've made progress. At least we've done so and so. Because you do get coins that you get for every time you play, and then you can buy armor and weapons and different skills and perks and all stuff.
Okay.
But no matter what, your character never gets more powerful. And the game, it's like, I should explain what it is. It's like a 3-player co-op action RPG, so it's kind of like Diablo. But you can also play a mode where somebody is like the dungeon master or the dungeon maestro, and he's putting in enemies and trying to kill you guys off.
Actually sounds really cool.
It's really cool, but it's so easy to die and for things to just go downhill so fast without teaching you anything, and it's, I don't know, it's really
Does it have a decent
Special.
tutorial, or is it just
There
throw you
there
in?
really is. There's a tutorial which is a few pages of pictures, and someone in the chat's asking. It's Dungeon Land that we're talking about. I don't know if I mentioned. That's it.
Yeah, you said.
Okay, I didn't remember. I was like, oh shit, did I just start talking about this game? Like, yeah, it's Dungeon Land. It's a game that came out. It's only on PC from what I know, and it uses the Unity engine, which is pretty much
Common.
what a lot of people have been using.
Yo, did we build an engine one day?
Yeah.
Every time
we
it
did.
uses the Unity engine.
No.
There's no E on the front of
Yeah.
the engine.
Oh,
Wait.
I thought I'd
E
crack
on
a
the front
funny.
of the-
Oh, they totally jacked it from us. We should sue.
Yeah. I didn't jack shit. Anyway, but yeah, no, it's
What?
it's a $10 game. It's kind of nifty. Whenever we did the dry run, having Dan in there and the communication that we had to do to get past some parts was really cool. We didn't get to recreate that because the third dude was always a random. So maybe that's what was wrong. But
You mean a bot?
a bot. No, it was a random. We played online. We got other people. People could join us. It worked.
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
Wow.
Yeah. Everybody is like,
that
dude.
game works.
The funny thing
Huh.
is, you go on the forums and everybody's like, no one can connect to my game. I don't know what's going on. Like, I host the game within 3 seconds. Like, some dude's like, hey guys, what's up? I'm just gonna play with you guys. It's like, yeah, cool, yeah, let's do this. But yeah, no, it's nifty, but it's also very angering, and not in a good way. But I want to play more because I want to be like, yo, we're doing something wrong. Like, it's gonna get better, right? So.
But then you have that chance of that single moment where it's like, yeah, I'm doing something wrong. Oh no, I'm not. This game's just fucked.
Yeah. Anything else you guys been playing?
That's really about it for me. I've been still
Let's see if there's.
doing my WoW binge every once in a
That's
while.
terrible. That's terrible. Get the fuck out of here.
It scratches that itch. I want to go back to Eve though, like really badly.
I would if I had more time.
It's just I don't know. It's just
Oh yeah, I forgot.
it's a perfect thing to watch TV2, just mine for 3 hours and do that again.
Yeah. I also played a bit more in Nino Kunai. That game is really fucking sick.
You know Cooney?
Nino Kuni. God damn it.
Is it Kuni or Kunai?
Damn it. It's Kuni. Apparently. I've been told many times. Told off.
Kunai you spell with an A.
Yeah, I know.
There's no A in Cooney.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a cool game. I haven't played enough into it still. Like, I think I'm like 9 or 10 hours into it. It's still awesome. I did want to play more of it, but Devil May Cry kind of came out, and I was like, yo, fuck that game. I'm just going to go play Devil May Cry for a while. But I need to go back now. All right, I'm just going to let you guys do a bit of talking here. I'm going to go take like a walk or something because I'm like fucking keeling over.
Okay, well-
you guys keep going.
All right. Well,
What are you guys
You're
playing?
just talking about Nino Cooney and
actually, I really want
what
to
is-
like I've heard
really great.
I've heard a lot of good things about Nino Cooney.
Nino Cooney?
Nini. I've heard a lot of good things about it. And have you seen any of the collector's editions for the PS3 of what they look like?
Yeah, but have you heard about that crazy like fiasco?
No,
with
what-
the people
what-
who ordered them and
What
stuff?
was this?
Like that everyone who ordered them from Namco is getting gypped and like their orders are canceled or
What?
yeah.
Is it because they're running out of stock? Like, what's going on?
They haven't said.
That's terrible. See, I really
Yeah,
want
it
to. I'm actually thinking about potentially getting the collector's edition of it because it comes with a lot of like pretty decent stuff, and it comes with a nice figurine.
It's gonna be hard to find one of those collector's editions.
I actually have a buddy who like has one, and he hasn't opened it yet. You
should probably get it from him and sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah, like every game that comes out that he's really interested in, he buys a regular copy, and then he buys the special edition or the collector's edition, and he keeps the collector's edition
Just in case, kind of thing.
just like sealed. And I think he sold his StarCraft 2 collector's edition for some obscene amount of money.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think he sold it for like $1,000 or something like that.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, like a year or two after the fact, there is a market for that stuff.
But I mean, like, this is like fully sealed. He didn't even remove it out of the box that it came from Bungie, or not from Bungie, from Blizzard. Like the actual like cardboard shipping box. He just took it in and put it in his basement. That's all he does.
Jeez.
So he has about like 13 or 14 of these like collector's editions that he just keeps. Doesn't do anything with them, and he just has them for when, I guess, a rainy day when he wants to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I wish I could afford to do that, but I'm poor as fuck, so that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
That's like the when they released Persona 4 Golden on the Vita.
Yeah.
There was like a solid gold edition that they only made like 3,000 of or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually not sure what's in it, but I remember I've seen people on the internet talking about how fucking rare it is, and I'm pretty sure the Rito Center eBay Games has like 2 of them just
Seriously?
sitting on the shelf. So I'm wondering if I should like go back there and check on that and like buy them just to sell them. It's not listed on their website. You can't.
No, I'm gonna look up on eBay and see how much they're going for.
Oh, okay. Well,
See how much the Ni no Kunai eBay, like the collector's edition, are going on eBay for.
you should check the Persona 4 ones as well. There's probably some money in that.
Yeah, no, so I'm really interested in actually playing that game and seeing what it is. Riccio was describing it as pretty much a Pokemon version that's kind of been upgraded and changed around a bit.
Yeah.
So the collector's editions, sealed bidding price is $350.
Jeez.
I think when you bought it from Namco, it was $120.
Yeah, it was $120. But the sealed box, so this is a fully factory sealed collector's edition, is $450 to buy it outright.
Jeez.
And like that seems to be the average price right now of those. What was it was Persona
4 Golden.
Do you think people will actually buy that now though, or are they going to wait it out?
I have no idea.
I
don't
really gotten
often
involved in
do
the
this
collector's market, so I don't
buying
know.
on eBay, buying and selling on eBay nonsense.
there's actually a lot, like there's a huge aftermarket on eBay for sealed copies of games.
Well, yeah, your friend.
Like
Does it.
yeah, like, and he actually does it with he mainly moves in Nintendo, like not I guess vintage is what you call them now. But what he does is he'll go on Craigslist and he'll, like, a family will be moving or something. He'll be like, selling this game, GameCube with 6 games for $50. He'll buy it and then he'll split apart all the different games and he'll try and track down manuals for them, and like he'll grade them on like if they're bent, if they have original boxes, if they're degraded and stuff like that, and he'll sell them that way, and he makes a lot of cash doing that, which is like he says it's a lot of effort, and it's both him and his girlfriend run the eBay company together, but like I think last month he cleared like $4,000.
No way. Just in a bunch of gaming stuff?
Just in a bunch of gaming stuff, like like the really, really rare stuff, like he's got a limited edition gold sealed Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
That there's only like 10,000 or something like that were made, and most of them are not sealed anymore, and it's worth something like $6-7 like that alone. And he has listed it once, and he had a couple of serious offers on it, but he ended up backing out of it because he wanted to keep it.
Oh, okay.
Persona 4 Golden, are we looking for collector's edition?
It's called Solid Gold Edition.
Persona 4 Gold.
Here's a question for you. How much can this Game Boy Micro that's sitting in my closet, how much can that go for?
Wait, is it sealed?
It's not sealed. Of course it's not.
I don't know.
But I've got 2 faceplates. Wait, no. 3 faceplates.
I have a sealed copy of 2 Human that I bought. I don't know why.
So, Dan?
Yeah?
You might want to think about picking those up.
Why? How much is it going for?
On eBay right now, they're going for $160.
They cost $80, so that's
a pretty good return on your investment.
Yeah, but I don't. Maybe we'll see.
See, selling them on eBay, what are you paying eBay? 8% or something? What's the...
Not even. It's
it
like
work?
7% now.
7%?
They've dropped it. It also, I think they're staged now. Like they're tiered on, like, depending on how much the value of the item's worth. I don't know. I haven't sold anything on eBay in a long time, so I don't know. They're going for...
I've never sold anything on eBay. I've always only just bought stuff.
I went through this binge of where I was cycling through computer parts like pretty quickly. Like I was changing stuff every month, and I was selling my old parts on Craigslist and eBay, and I think they were taking 10%, but that was like 4 years ago. So I don't know what they're at now, but yeah. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna take over Riccio's chair.
Okay.
So I can kind of direct this. So just give me a second, Dan.
Are you gonna?
I'm I'm gonna pull up news now. I think.
Okay. I think Riccio went and died, so you may as well take over his chair.
Oh my god.
When he like went for his walk away on the stairs, he like kind of fell over a little bit.
Jeez.
So
I
he's
guess-
probably dead.
Am I sounding okay? Mic check. 1, 2.
Yeah, it's
all right.
fine. Yes.
All right, perfect.
Just
so
don't yell. I think his is a little louder than yours.
okay, well, I guess if you guys want, we can start rolling out some news. But Dan, you're gonna have to help me with segues because I have not organized these.
I don't do that anymore.
You don't do segues?
No, not since. The
I love how you said I don't do that anymore.
Not since the accident.
Not since we don't like to talk about that. I guess I'll just open up the first. Like, he has like 30 things of news.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that's been
Great.
going on this past little while.
There has been a lot of stuff. THQ is officially
news.
has been officially like dissolved, which is
Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of big players like.
I sent you that
Yeah, that letter.
that letter from the
Man, that thing's heartbreaking.
that like I read that first thing in the morning and like I was just like oh my
Yeah, but see,
feels.
that's
Oh, my
the
heart.
case whenever a studio shuts down, though. I know this is a lot bigger just because it was an entire. Well, I mean, it was
Publishing
several
company.
studios.
It was a full-on publishing company that
Yeah,
dissolved.
but it just like that happens. Like, how often does that happen with regards to studios here and there shutting down all the time? So, what were the guys called who developed Kingdoms of Amalur?
Studio 38.
38.
That
studios.
was-
What?
There he is.
Sorry, 38 studios. Give me a break. That one was. I feel. I didn't.
That one was a little. That's a different from this. That
Yeah,
wasn't the
th-
studio going bankrupt. That's like their weird agreement with the government, like breaking down.
And like yeah,
Not
so
working.
like
Such
destroying it.
bullshit,
So like
and
that
whole
was
agreement was garbage.
yeah, that was just kind of garbage. But like having the fact that like I've got a whole bunch of THQ games that like I will never see another thing with THQ on it. I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of messed up, kind of fucked. So that's a little bit intense. But I guess we will. Do you want your actual chair back?
I think I'm good now.
You think you're okay? You think you're
I
alive?
just had to run some water while I did a little.
That's
My teeth. I'm good.
that's disgusting.
It's good. I'm holding it down. So it's
Okay.
What,
all right.
what kind of news did we already hit? So far?
We haven't hit anything.
Yeah,
I
we
legit
just
we just
started
talking
talking,
about
really?
THQ and stuff like
Want to swap
that.
seats real quick?
Sure. All
I
right.
believe in you.
Swapping.
Whoop. Don't worry, I brush my teeth and kind of spray some stuff so I don't smell like what may have came out of my mouth. What's up, everybody? All right. So, I forgot what I sound like.
Okay, so I guess we'll roll this out with news. Did you have them organized in any specific way?
No, actually, I kind of no, I didn't. Especially when I threw them into folders.
All right. We actually we've determined that I should have bought the collector's edition of Neo Kunai or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, because
Kuni.
it's Kuni because it's going for
Motherfuckers.
$450.
Well, did you explain why it was 400?
Sealed.
Why?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we
How
did.
they didn't they canceled like half the pre-orders. They're
Yeah.
like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That big mess of shit.
Yeah, that's terrible. It's too bad because the funny thing is it comes with the book, like it was like a 300-page book or whatever.
Yeah.
Like an art book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for that book is entirely available in game and it's what you use to get to learn the storyline and all that stuff. So it's
Oh,
just like a hardcover page thing of that. So
I still
Yeah.
really want to play that
Yeah.
game. I think it'll be good.
so you guys didn't start any news yet?
No, we were just
Nothing.
rolling out news and talking about the THQ shutdown.
Cool.
No actual news story on that, just talking about it.
Nice. I hope I don't smell
And,
like too much axe. I was just like, I don't know.
We were talking about that letter I sent to the group chat. Was the employee was talking about like
what the environment was like.
what the
and
environment
everything.
was like, how they were trying to keep their heads.
Oh, in THQ?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
THQ and
Okay, yeah.
was like super sad at the end.
Yeah, I don't think I actually brought that up, did I? Or
No,
did we
no.
talk
Doesn't
about-
matter. We're fucking talking about
Yeah, that's
it.
fine. No, I was
talking
like, I
about it
can't believe I
right
forgot about that. I can't believe I forgot about that. Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. I think Relic got bought out by
We talked about all this last week.
Vigil didn't get bought out.
Vigil's done.
It's done, sort of, except for it got picked up, kind of.
Well, they picked up a few developers
Yeah.
from it and formed Crytek something.
Crytek North America.
What?
I
Is
don't
that
think.
actually what
I don't think
it's
it's North America. I think it's
It's North American. That's what it is. Crytek North America.
somewhere Crytek. I don't know if it's North. I think it's got a name of somewhere in North America, but I don't know if it's North America.
North America.
Well, Devin's saying it's North America. We'll go with North America, I guess, for now. Until more light is shed upon this light-shedding shed of a light.
Shedding
Shudder.
lights. I guess roll out the next one.
All right, sweet. So we got Path of Exile officially enters open beta. I think last week we mentioned. I think it's coming out. Is it coming out? I don't know when it's coming. It's coming out. It's out. So it's finally out. Everybody can go and enjoy Path of Exile. If you were in the beta or the alpha or whatever the hell was in closed before, your character is quote unquote deleted, except for they didn't really delete them. They just put them on level 1 so that you can maintain your name. So,
cool.
Just so that whenever it goes into open, people don't just like, oh, look, I wanted that name. Oh, I stole it from you. You can't. So they let that happen. Anyway, Path of Exile's out. That's pretty sweet. It's a really sick-ass game. It's kind of like Diablo. It's not fully done. I think there's only 3 acts of the game right now, but it's really cool. You can keep replaying it. I've never really gotten to the end of it, but it's cool. Yeah.
How does it compare to Torchlight?
Ooh, to Torchlight, that's a tough one. It's a lot more... Torchlight and Path of Exile a lot more Diablo 2 than Diablo 3 was.
Okay.
It's hard to explain. Torchlight is maybe the happy-go-lucky kind of like, oh, you have a pet and all that stuff, and there's a lot of... I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Merriment and enthusiasm by all.
If you look at the look, Torchlight is definitely more cartoony. Path of Exile looks really gritty and realistic. And
is it a grimdark?
Yeah,
story?
exactly. It's a lot more like Diablo 2, which was darker and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That makes more sense now.
But I mean, Path of Exile does some weird stuff. Like, there's no currency in the game. What you do is you get pieces of items, and then you trade those pieces of items towards actual items. So, for example, you go to a blacksmith, and you trade him your sword. He'll give you like a scroll and some like pieces of metal.
Okay.
And you trade those scrolls with a piece of metal to maybe get some armor from someone else who wants that. Like it's really cool. It's a sort of nifty crafting system. But the cool thing about Path of Exile is when you level up, you get a point to spend in your passive skill tree. And the passive skill tree is like 1,000 points that you can go off into some spiraling maze of craziness, and it's
that's awesome. That sounds really, cool. Really good.
Yeah, it really ensures that whatever character you have is really kind of unique.
It's specifically your character.
Yeah, and it's free.
Really?
Someone mentioned that. Yeah, it's
free.
It's free to play. There's a storage you can buy some stuff, but you don't really need to at all, which is cool.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a really, really, really.
Sorry.
So it looks promising.
It is. Yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot. It does some really nifty stuff that you go in there and like, what is this shit? And then you're like, well, this is really cool. And then it works. That's what's important. I don't know. I enjoyed Path of Exile maybe a bit more than I did Diablo 3. At least for feeling Diablo-ish.
Yeah.
Ish. But
sorry to go off on a tangent here. Did anybody play Hawken?
I did.
Is it worth the download?
Actually, no, not since it came out.
Like,
it's really sick.
Is it really like honestly like living up to the hype kind
of? Well, it's like a deathmatchy mech game. It's one of those games that I was playing and the entire time I was like, hey, this would be so much fucking funner with some friends. So I would like to play Hawken.
It was
so
one
much
of
fucking funner, you say?
Fucking funner.
It's one of those ones that's like
fun.
Been on my like list to download, but I just never have gotten around to it. I finally got around to PlanetSide 2, so I'm gonna play that.
That's a good one.
And maybe I'll download Hawken next. I don't know. Just talking about free to play, just tweaked that, and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should think about maybe getting that. So
speaking of things that aren't free, for those of you thinking of getting
a terrible segue,
because everything is not free. You know what I mean? Boom.
You pay for everything.
Aliens Colonial Marines is the next game to have one of those shitty $30 season pass. It's gonna go from apparently March.
Season passes aren't shitty.
Well, no, they're not shitty.
Borderlands 2 one really paid out for me.
That game is really good.
Yo, that content seems cool.
Speaking of
I
that
haven't
game,
played it all yet, but what?
Which one? Borderlands or Aliens?
No, I was just saying, with Aliens, I actually saw a commercial.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? Like, I haven't seen a commercial for a TV, I haven't seen a commercial on TV for a video game since, like, Call of Duty or something.
Yeah, I can't speak for this because I haven't actually watched TV in, like, ages. Because I don't have cable. I want to point that out to anybody. Not that I'm like, TVs, no, but I just never ran one. I mean, from what I can remember, there's... I know there's a commercial I played for one game last time I was watching TV, and it was constantly on. But then again, I was like on G4, and that was like a year ago or something.
G4 does not exist anymore.
Yeah, I know G4 is fucking pooped. Yeah, that's surprising, especially Aliens Colonial Marines, because that's not even
it's not a game that I would have
while.
expected to have a TV spot like that.
Although maybe because it's an Aliens game, more people who would watch TV would be like, "Oh, it's Alien," and then it's a
there's
game.
just a little bit more recognizable.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
So-
also there might be a stipulation in the licensing agreement that you have to have a certain amount of advertising budget allotted to it,
Yeah.
or we will take more cut of the royalty. I know that was the case with the game last year, where it was part of the publishing deal with the developer with the publishers stated you have to spend this amount of money on advertising, and so they ended up putting out a commercial on TV and a lot of YouTube crap because I kept constantly seeing the commercial on YouTube. It was driving me nuts, so I did some research on as to why it was always showing up. That or Google is releasing my information.
Totally what's up. I'm just saying that's totally
It's
what's
gotta
up.
be one or the
Run.
other.
It's got to be one or the other. Like, God.
Run, Devin.
You can actually check that if you want to have your information released or not, eh?
Oh, I'm sure you can.
Like,
I'm
when you
sure it
sign- when you-
defaults to
I want everyone to know about me. I want to walk into a store and be like, "We fucking know you want to buy this. Just take it." I'm like,
Done.
hey man, if I don't have to walk into your store anymore,
Actually, we don't even need your credit card. We already have your number already billed.
you want this? Perfect. Go back home. It's shipped. Why the fuck did I come here? That'd be crazy. Don't do that. I'd be really afraid. Plus, you'd make me waste my bus and time.
Your
I'd
bus
say
time?
my bus time. 'Cause
Your
I don't-
bus
I don't
and
drive.
time?
My
'Cause
bus and time. I look at my watch while I'm on the bus. Bus and time. Anyways, as we were talking about before, Antichamber, which is a game that's been announced for release for a really long time, is actually coming out tomorrow, which is January 31st. Did not know this.
Weird.
Unlocking on Steam tomorrow. I just checked Steam. There's no price. Is it free to play?
No, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no.
It's,
Okay, it's just not got a price.
I think it's
Okay.
$10.
Good, sweet. All right, Antichamber. That's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm excited for that.
The video of it shows it's a puzzler,
It's like a puzzler, a weird puzzler,
but it's supposed to be like
brain bendingly fucked.
you guys should
real
dry
fucked.
run that when
Yeah.
it comes out
I'm
to
down.
you.
Let's do that.
All right,
Done.
problem solved.
It was announced that Dark Souls 2, something I'm super excited for, is only 25% completed. I think that's fucking sweet because we've known about it for like a few months. Perfect. To me, that's when it started. That means that there's like 2 months times 4 more till it's out. That's how it works, right, guys? Right, guys?
Yes.
Thank
Exactly.
you, Kumar. No, I can't wait for Dark Souls 2 to come out. The more things that'll come out.
Is it coming directly to PC?
PC, 360, and PS3?
Oh, nice.
So excited. Anyway, yeah, I'm so excited for that game. Dead Space 3's 4 unlockable modes have officially been sort of shown. When you beat the game, you get New Game Plus. There's also a classic mode, which takes off all the weapons crafting and replaces the weapons with stuff you used to find in the first 2 games, like a line gun and all that stuff. You don't have to craft it and have all that weird shit going on. So that's pretty cool. Then there's a pure survival mode where you never find any ammo in the environment. What you do, however, find is the components to fabric your own.
Fabricate.
Fabricate. Thank you. I don't fabric. I put clothes on my bullets. Yeah, no. So that sounds like actually a pretty neat mode. And then they of course have hardcore, where one time death equal game over. They didn't say if there's only 3 saves though. But
I was just gonna ask if they changed that around.
My guess is probably not.
They don't say, but we'll see. It grants a single life for the full campaign. Yeah, so they didn't really announce it. These are just things I think that were found. So you'll probably know once it's unlocked in your own game. It'll probably tell you, or hopefully, I don't know. Either way, man. Dead Space 3, fucking next week.
Yeah, it's soon.
It's honestly next week.
It's next week. I'm so excited.
Holy shit! I didn't realize it was next week.
Hey, Kumar, you should probably come over here and do a dry run of that with Riccio when it comes out.
Kumar. Hey, Kumar, you want to do
Yeah, sure.
this? Kumar, if you want to do that also, I would love to.
So unexcited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Well, I mean, I've poured a lot of time into Dead Space, so
Yeah.
it's not something that excites me. It's something that scares me.
Kumar sounds like he's dead inside.
He's like, not again.
Well, I think
going through that
Kumar, I
hardcore
think
mode
you're the
was
person
devastating.
that you completed hardcore mode
Hold on.
of Dead Space 2.
Everyone, let's back the hell up
He
for a
has a
second.
platinum trophy.
There's a hardcore mode when you die, right?
Yeah.
How does that work in co-op?
You probably can't.
Yeah, he probably.
One
would
dude just
imagine.
dies, like, yo, your buddy sucks. Fucking
So
back to begin.
single player now.
You're just playing, you forgot to turn off private match. Dude just jumps in the game, dies. You're like, do you realize how much time I just spent here? Like, Please.
I'm sure they take a Halo approach where if you're playing a legendary with co-op people,
Yeah.
it'll just send you back or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
sure if either of your partners dies, it'll just screw you completely.
Actually, thinking
Well,
about
yeah,
it,
because
in that demo, there's no down state. Your partner just dies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not like it's not like Gears of War where it's like, hey, you should run over there and get him up. It's like he's
Still
fucking
revive
dead.
him.
Checkpoint. Like there you go. So man, I just thought that'd be.
Punishing.
I think there's gonna be an achievement for that, I guess then.
Straight up punishing.
Because could you imagine 2 people can't die for the entirety of the game, and let's say you can't save, or you can only save 3 times?
Yeah.
That is the worst idea for a game ever.
Actually,
like,
Yeah, but
that
see, you
just
know what
makes
happened, eh? The developers got in shit like when the first one came out because players complained that the hardest mode was not that bad, and I think you could actually carry everything over into the hardest mode in the first game.
No, because your New Game Plus was limited to your same
Oh,
difficulty.
right. Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And 2, though, you could carry it over to any of them except for
hardcore mode. Yeah, and so they complained that it wasn't as hard as what people would have liked.
Yeah.
And so, sure enough, they create this hardcore mode, and then people still complain, saying that they hate the idea of it. And it's like, well, what do you want? I mean, they can't just make it so that it's impossible to beat.
Yeah.
They continuously just up the challenge. And personally, having beaten it on hardcore, I'm like, you know what? I hate you guys for doing that, but at the same time, it was a significant challenge because you play it on edge. You're on edge entirely for the entirety of the game.
All right, so you talking on that high right now. What if I just said, Kumar, hardcore mode in Dead Space 3, you can't save ever?
I would politely decline to ever make an attempt.
You guys heard it here first. Kumar's gonna do it, and we're gonna live record it. No.
Oh my god!
His descent into madness.
just like at the end of the game, he's just like foaming at the mouth.
Guys, look, I made it to the final boss. Guys, he looks back, he's dead. He's like,
Did I
Guys,
tell
you
you where I
need to
died
leave.
when I was doing my hardcore run?
wasn't it right before the save point that you wanted to? Oh no,
Okay,
the
so-
same part twice. I think
Yeah,
we
so
had
I
this
died.
talk
So if anybody, I don't know, is it spoilery or?
for Dead
no, I
Space
should be-
2,
in 2.
Yeah, for Dead Space 2.
I think you can.
Yeah, Dead Space 3.
Then
comes
again,
out in a
people
week.
have been going through 2 like right now to catch up.
Okay,
for
so
3.
spoilers for Dead Space 2 for a little bit here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say what, 2 minutes, give or
2
take.
minutes,
Sure.
give or take. Yeah.
I'm not putting a annotation. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna find this.
So the way that I saved, I believe I saved right at chapter 5. I saved at chapter 10, and then I saved at chapter 14. I believe those were my 3 saves that I used.
Yeah.
When I saved at chapter 5, I died once right before I got to chapter 8. Or right before I got to chapter 9. Right before I got to chapter 8, I died.
Okay.
So I actually had to go back and redo all of chapter 5, 6, 7, and 8 before I got to my next save point. And then I saved and I stopped. I then died at the stupid needle machine.
Yeah.
And I don't even know why. There's no reason why I should have died there, but I did, and that happens in chapter 14.
Yeah.
So I had done chapters 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
Oh my
and
God.
the majority of 14.
Oh.
And I died.
That
So I went back and that was the third time that I died. The third time I died was right there. The second I actually died 4 times during my playthrough of that. The middle 2 times, so death number 2 and 3, happened in the exact same spot, in the exact same way, from the exact same enemy. And I flipped my shit.
I just
Dan, I
picture you
think
like throwing your like.
Well, Dan, I think I
controller.
called you.
No,
or I sent you a
I
message.
never heard from you while you were playing this game. I only saw a picture that you took of you with the
Finger
gun
banger.
you get.
Oh yeah,
For-
with the
that's
with the
it.
foam.
I didn't
finger.
hear from you for
Yeah.
like a long time, and then I just got that picture.
I think we've.
And
I
then
think.
Jeff flipped his shit because Dustin and him tried to beat that game on hardcore and couldn't
Yeah.
get past like chapter 5-ish.
I think Kumar and I actually already had this because I think whenever it was just me and you solo on the podcast a few weeks
Did we
ago.
talk about it?
I think so because I think it was the day whenever we were supposed to play the Dead Space 3 demo,
Yeah, so that would have been.
but I don't
just
remember if we did it
yourself.
on podcast or not.
I don't think we
Might
did.
have not because we talked a lot about Dead Space that day.
Yeah, I don't think we had actually discussed that.
Yeah.
Good job, guys.
If not, hey guys. Dead
But yeah,
Space is
I
good.
can't explain the frustration I experienced
Yeah.
when getting killed that way.
I can imagine. Now imagine
It's
reliving
not
that
so
with
bad.
3.
Like the first time, it's not so bad, right? You're like, okay, whatever. This was bound to happen sooner or later, right? Like I was almost destined to screw up at least once.
Yeah.
But in the exact same spot, from the exact same enemy, in the exact same way, at the exact same spot is just, oh my god, it's out of this world.
Too much for you.
So frustrating.
Kumar, if you get it on the PC, maybe we can co-op through hardcore together.
Well, didn't they say that like the PC version is just gimped almost? Like there's nothing between that and the.
They didn't know. What they mentioned is there's no difference between them. They're not going to enhance anything. And their main reason for that was for something that I completely fucking forgot existed. Dead Space 2 had a DLC called Severed, which is this new campaign thing.
Oh, yeah.
Which I never really played, which I completely forgot about. And apparently the reason why that didn't come to PC is because they didn't want to remake the assets to be HDified for the PC.
HDified.
Of course.
Technical terminology.
Yeah, of course. So this is now going to be the same game across every single platform. So that will allow them to do things like that if they do things like that. That is apparently their reasoning, which I think is... Usually when you create assets, I think you make them look good and then downgrade them, but...
Yeah.
I guess if you're lazy, you make them shitty.
And then you upgrade them.
Upshade them?
The fuck? Fucking ratio? Speaking of more Dead Space stuff, by the way, they showed the launch trailer, and it's got some fucking Phil Collins In the Air Tonight as their background music.
Yeah, I remember watching that. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
I was just like, is serious?
Very weird choice.
I still want to play that game. I hope.
You know which the one that scared me the most was the stupid Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars.
I was just about to say
the first one.
Could you imagine if this is the Twinkle Twinkle, like you're playing the game and this is a scary song that just comes in the background? You're just like, what the fuck?
It's Phil Collins. Like Phil Collins.
Tonight.
Do you guys remember that trailer for the first game? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no, wasn't Twinkle Twinkle Little Star the second game? No, what?
I thought that was
it was the first one.
It was the first one. What was the second one?
I remember the only reason that I actually remember this so well is because I had decided after I'd heard that song that I was never going to play that game.
Yeah, the second
and
one.
then I went and bought
nursery rhyme. Was it Ring Around the Rosie, the second one?
No,
there's another nursery.
Ring Around the Rosie was a different one.
Yeah, there's another nursery rhyme for the second game. I forgot what it was though. But anyway,
I hate and love that series all in the same way.
I'm so excited for 3, and I hope they don't mess it up. But
they have very high expectations for that game.
Yeah. So,
do you think they're gonna slip? Do you think they're gonna stumble on this one?
Well, I think the game's gonna be good. Hopefully,
I have a sneaking suspicion it will stumble. It will not.
Good. Hopefully, that's some encouraging words. Right?
Well, I want to hit you guys up with the next news thing, which is also about Dead Space in a second. But I'll let you.
Like I think that it will be a good game, but I do not think it will live up to the hype that has been generated for it.
They want to sell 5 million.
Yeah,
is what they want.
That's.
I
think they will have reduced the quality of the game down a bit to appeal to a larger demographic.
As much as you say it won't meet the hype, I feel like this game, the third one in this series, has been the least hyped for me. Like the one that I'm just like, I don't give a shit about. I'm just gonna have fun with it type of way. So yeah. I'm hoping that a lot of people are gonna be approaching it like that as well. But I know that's probably not the case.
No,
I know I told my buddy who's played the Dead Space games a lot as well. I'm like, dude, that's coming out next week. He's like, hold the fuck on, there's a third one? And then he just got like instantly just like got hyped. And I'm just like, damn it, I shouldn't have said shit. I should have just been like, hey dude, you should play this game.
Well, do you remember you remember the crazy ad campaign that they had released for the second game?
Yeah, your mom hates this game.
Your mom's gonna hate this game. Yeah. And then they showed a bunch of moms actually trying the game or something. It was crazy.
Oh my god, the way they die is terrible.
Seriously? That was the ad campaign for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who the fuck was on their marketing team?
EA.
Riccio, so.
Speaking of marketing, they have announced the prices of the day one DLC packs for this game, as well as if you buy this game secondhand, you have to buy an online pass, which is $10, which gives you the online co-op.
Is there multiplayer in this game again?
Online co-op.
No,
not that I know of. No, I don't think so. The things that do come as full microtransaction buyables are bot capacity upgrades, bot personality pack, $5 a piece, of course. First Contact Pack for free, Marauder Pack for $5, Sharpshooter Pack for $5, Tundra Recon Pack for $5, Witness the Truth Pack $5, Bot Accelerator $5, Epic Weapon and Resource Pack $3, Online Pass $10, Ultra Weapon and Resource Pack $2, Resource Pack $1.
The fact that they've got all of this shit already like made and ready to go for people to buy.
That's what it was like for Dead Space 1. They had tons of like suit
skins
DLC
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't mind those.
Well,
like
those
for example,
functionally changed the game though.
Yeah, you got like
level 5
plus
suits
5%
and,
damage.
like,
Yeah. But I mean, some of these have like those would be like Marauder Pack, Sharpshooter Pack, Tundra Recon. Like I'd see those, but there's stuff like Bot Capacity Upgrade and Bot Personality Pack, and like Epic Weapon and Resource Pack. Like I don't know, like it seems to be like what EA does with their racing games or sports games, where it's like, hey, you can either spend like 10 hours leveling up your dude or getting all this stuff, or just pay us money and we'll unlock everything right away.
Yeah, maybe.
So it seems to just be doing that again, but that still kind of sucks that there's like 12 things on day one.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, you know, Mass Effect, they put a day one DLC out and everybody loses their shit.
Yeah. Speaking of day one, the game's not even been announced yet. Ubisoft leaked or put out, or somebody put out a fucking pre-trailer for Osiris, which was all in mocap, real video, messed up shit with like words telling you what the trailer was gonna have in it.
And then like I think they had some art assets in the background that were like used as wallpapers, and it was really shittily cut together, and it was just awkward looking.
So far what it looks like is an Egyptian Assassin's Creed. It's from the team who makes Assassin's Creed as well.
So you know what? I'm okay with that.
So hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Actually, that would be cool if the Assassins were.
Devin, let me just stop you there. Team that made Assassin's Creed. What was the last one they made?
Oh fuck yeah.
Was that a good? Oh fuck.
No, that was a bad. That was a fuck.
Oh fuck! I love when they make games.
Oh yeah.
No, but yeah. So I don't know.
Keep making those games.
Or this looks like it could have been maybe in production for a while. So maybe they're like, hey, you guys are doing good in Assassin's Creed 3. All right, let's take all the good people off and start making Osiris. You guys got this, right? And
then, I'm sure that's how
throw
that
the
went.
B team on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terrible news, Disney.
Shitty games.
Disney. Oh, Devin, you're right. It's not Crytek New North America. It's Crytek USA.
Oh, really?
So close.
Close.
Fuck.
So close. Disney shuts down Junction Point. They're the makers of Epic Mickey and.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Seems significant.
Yeah, I think
Seems
there's
like.
one. Yeah.
Did Epic Mickey not do well?
Epic Mickey 1 and 2, I think, were okay. And that okay is not enough to keep studios alive, apparently.
Yeah.
You guys sold games. We're shutting you down.
Yeah.
What? You're
But,
supposed to not sell. We're
yeah.
trying to be the hipster game industry.
So Crytek USA seems to have hired a lot of people who worked on Vigil / Dark
Didn't they also purchase the Homefront? Didn't EA purchase the Homefront?
Crytek did.
Crytek did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we need. Is another Homefront.
Speaking of day one DLC, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance has DLC also confirmed for day one. Day one content is going to be some VR missions as well as some submissions. So nothing main story. I don't care about it then. It's going to be good. That game is cool, man. Playing the demo of that game, yeah.
Is it a good demo?
Yeah. That is, you know what, Kumar, I'm going to go ahead and say if God of War ends up being shitty for you, fucking go try Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and go play Devil May Cry 4 because those look like they're going to be fantastic.
Okay.
So you've got some backup if you like those types.
Did you play Devil May Cry on the PC?
Yes.
And it ran well.
Very well.
They did a good job scaling.
No
it to
hiccups.
PC?
Had it on max. It looked fantastic.
Okay,
and,
cool.
Yeah, it ran at a smooth 60 the entire time. I had VSync, so it was 60 capped.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was streaming too. It ran beautifully.
Cool.
I forgot to read up on this. Something Nintendo said they were profitable again because they cut down Wii U and something about the prices for the Wii U the 3DS.
Have they dropped?
I don't know if they dropped them, but the amount it costs to make
Fire
it.
Emblem 3DS coming out.
Oh.
Like a 3DS console. Anyways, continue.
Oh, sorry. So no, they're just making money again. They're selling
just
enough.
profitable?
Yeah, profitable. That's it. Sorry,
Okay.
That's how much.
Because I was gonna say, like, I haven't seen any price drops on the 3DSs or anything like that. So.
And speaking of that kind of stuff, which might also be a reason for them getting money, apparently Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony stocks have fucking gone crazy over a rumor that China might consider lifting a ban on game consoles.
Ooh.
So they're just like, everyone just put your stocks in that shit, apparently, because if...
Isn't that crazy foreign to us?
Yeah. It's like as if... I know they still have some. I know they have all those, like, those, like, fake crazy ones, but...
Yeah.
And I should have bought me a B
Just
cube.
So so crazy though to me.
Yeah, I know.
I
But
really should have.
could you imagine if they lift that ban, the amount of people who will be able to have access to consoles that are crazy?
Yeah.
The purchase would be through the roof. Anyway, that's kind of crazy.
Especially if, yeah, no, it would just be through the roof.
Mind you, I don't know how any of the big three would be able to meet that demand though.
Yeah,
Honestly, I think
I'm sure they got a backlog now.
there'd probably be enough in the warehouses for the initial major.
Oh, like they would prepare, you think?
Yeah, I think at the ruling of, when the ruling comes down the pipe that it's like you can, purchase these game consoles, I think there will be enough pre-built that
Yeah.
they will not cover the whole market, but they will get enough that their sales will be
Decent.
representative of
Well,
the
keep
sheer
up.
volume.
Yeah.
In other news, it's something I just wanted to bring up. Being a Splinter Cell fan, Destructoid had some hands-on time with Splinter Cell Blacklist.
Yeah.
They played the PC version. They said it looked pretty good. However, they had some 5 kind of minor complaints-ish. But the ones I wanted to bring up were apparently that game feels incredibly linear for a lot of the levels, which kind of makes me sad. But in a way that they'll present you with some stuff that there's multiple ways to take down the enemies or get past a spot. But initially, you're walking into it's a really shitty example. You'll walk into a small shanty town, except for there's only a really defined area you can go towards, and then you have to deal with them and do I want to shoot them or sneak by crazily? But you're still in the same street. There's not a lot of going around and doing a lot of different stuff that you could kind of somewhat do in the older ones.
Did you guys like what was it called? Conviction? Did you enjoy?
I really
really liked
yeah.
Conviction.
And
Yeah, same here.
yeah,
Did not play it, so
and that's
I
what
have
they
no opinion.
that's what they pointed out for Conviction is that for Blacklist is that it's straightforward, but they're once again doing a huge focus on story. So in that case, I'm really excited for it. I'm like, I don't care because Conviction was sick. However, they said that because they're doing a new little spin on the way Sam Fisher is, apparently he comes off as a bit of a jerk and a douchebag more than anything, which kind of makes me sad.
Is this a continuation of all the other storylines,
Did
or
he
Yes.
take over the
It
company?
takes place
Third
later,
echelon,
but
yeah.
he's younger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
okay.
anti-aging medicine?
It's weird. I don't know. And yeah, I found that kind of weird but awesome. And I don't know. I'm still really excited for it. If it's anything like Conviction, where the high actiony kind of really cool feeling Bourne shit, I love it.
Yeah.
I'm in. Count me in.
Dirty bomb.
Um.
Oh,
Dumb.
this looks so
Apparently,
dumb.
there's the people who made Brink, which are a totally awesome company. I'm
Valid
sure.
shooter.
They're making a new game called Dirty Bomb, and you can enter their alpha/beta for it by going into the Founder Club. I'm gonna verify the prices right now, but apparently the lowest tier that you can hop in here is $120. No, okay, that's totally wrong.
30.
So, it's $30, and then there's $60, and then there's $120.
What do you get
so.
for the $120 one?
So, okay. So sorry, let me take that back. So, $30 gets you priority access to the beta. $60 gives you priority access to the beta, meaning you're not going to get in yet. But one day when they start taking people, you're in. And paying $120 gets you into the alpha right now. But the cool thing they're doing about this game that actually kind of does seem neat is they have something that they're putting in called Echo, which many of you guys have probably played Halo or Call of Duty. And you know those heat maps that they have on maps? That'll tell
I've
you
never
hey,
played those games.
Okay. Well, they're like these shooter games when. You know what I mean? How they've had maps of this.
They play from the first person's perspective, and you shoot things usually with a gun.
Though sometimes with a sword or a knife.
I'll check them out when I can.
Do you like Mario? Because it's kind of like that. No. But no, it's cool because what they do is there's stats being tracked for everything. So, people's frame rates in certain areas of the maps, certain guns, how many bullets it takes to kill people, where people are dying, where people tend to go for most of the maps, who camps where, what spots, which classes are being played, how much experience is being earned averagely across all classes, and you're playing and it's just taking all these stats, and it's just so they can pretty much balance the shit out of the game, and it just showing those tools kind of looked really cool. But once again, when Splash Damage put out Brink, it kind of wasn't the greatest. That being said, Castle Wolfenstein, or no, sorry, not Castle. Return. What is it? The Wolfenstein game that was The multiplayer one.
What?
Wolfenstein Enemy Territory. That's what it was. Enemy Territory was a fucking amazing game, and that was also by Splash Damage.
Oh, really?
So
Enemy Territory? You mean Quake Wars?
No. Yeah, no. That was Quake Wars Enemy Territory. Before that, it was Wolfenstein Enemy Territory, like a while ago on PC in the Quake 3 engine.
Really?
And it was that was an awesome multiplayer game to play. And then they went and made Brink and fucked it up. At least in my opinion, it was a cool game, but it had like so many issues. So maybe they'd be okay with Dirty Bomb, but I don't know, man. I just want to play fucking Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That sounded really gangster there. I'm sorry. You know what I mean, man? But yeah, I don't know. Plus $120 to play it now is kind of a lot.
But what do you get? What were the added benefits of?
For signing up, if you pay the shittier one, you get one founder mercenary. So one of the characters you make will have founder status. You also get this like forum tag on your posts. If you get the $60 one, you get 3 founder mercenaries, which 3 get status. You get the soundtrack and an elite gun tag, which I guess will hang off your gun. If you pay the $120, you get 5 founder mercenaries. You get an art book. You get the soundtrack. You get a legendary gun tag, and you get an insider T-shirt. No, I do not want to do that. No. But in something cool, or another news thing to jump away from Splash Damage. Once again, another thing sounded like sort of like Path of Exile. It's been like, Terra's really cool. It's going free to play at some point. Well, they've announced it February 5th.
Oh, really?
Free to play. Boom. Next week.
Nice.
Is that Tuesday too?
Yeah, that's a Tuesday.
Sweet. Everybody go play Terra. I'm on the Mount Tyrannus.
Okay, well, I'll pick it up.
Do that, Devin. Do it.
I've canceled my WoW subscription.
Get the fuck off World of Warcraft. Yeah, do that. Now that you're done with that, get on that. Do it.
I just need something to do while I'm watching TV. Simple as that.
Do it.
Eve fits the bill perfectly, but
Terra's good too because it's free.
nobody else is playing Eve right now.
Yeah, there you go. And some pretty cool sort of news. There's a fan-made short movie based on DayZ. And neat. It really gets me into wanting to play DayZ. Like, I was like, holy shit, man, I really want to play DayZ.
Neat.
It's like I think Dan put it. It felt like whenever I played it and I had that story to tell, it's like someone had a story to tell and then just made a short film out of it.
Yep.
And it was fucking awesome. So it's by Corridor
It doesn't
Digital.
even necessarily have anything to do with DayZ, other than that Corridor Digital makes a lot of gaming things.
Well, the thing is it had the same sort of things you do in DayZ. Like, you'd always get, like, owned by people out of nowhere, and there's the flares of the zombies. I know it's just kind of stuff you can find in zombie stuff, but it's...
Yeah. But if you showed that to someone as just, like, a zombie
They would be like,
it's like,
that's a cool zombie flick. Like, yeah, it's nothing. There's nothing DayZ...
Specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for the, like, overpowered military dudes that are just kind of rolling through.
Yeah,
people.
it's like the hackers of the game. It's like, we're going to fuck everybody up. So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Actually, speaking of, this is not even speaking of. This is just entirely random. Who is that? There's one of the fans, I guess, one of the Unity fans here. The guy's developing a game. What's going on with that?
Oh, it was the one behind
I hate that I
Faceless?
keep forgetting.
The Slender one?
Yeah.
Or he no longer works for that team anymore.
Oh, okay. And what about the guy who's making a game about us?
He's still working on it. He was waiting for the start of this year to work on Chapter 2 of that epic, what was it made in? RPG Maker game.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for that too.
I really want to.
Oh my god.
I really want to play it.
He has some special stuff planned for the start of Chapter 2, which I will not talk about, but it's going to be awesome.
Cool.
And I'll try to do some more voices and more stuff for it, because apparently he wanted, not voices like myself, but yelling sounds for, like, death, etc. So I'll see if I can actually record stuff. I guess if you guys want to also record stuff as well, he'll be totally happy to get all of our voices yelled into this.
There's a free one for you.
You can use it.
Next thing you know, he's going to call us up for motion capture. And...
in an
We
RPG
need
Maker.
Kumar in his suit, but with
Can you
mocap.
take a bullet? We can't really afford buying fake bullets, so
Oh my god.
Take a real bullet.
Actually, we could probably use all the airsoft guns that I have.
Oh yeah, that's true.
make cutscenes for this game.
Dan, I've shown you all those, eh?
Yeah. What do we got next?
All right, for those of you still hanging on dearly for a game that was released like 2 years ago, Scott Pilgrim for...
I thought it was more than that.
It's more than that, probably. For the
3 years.
360, PS3, and not PC. That DLC that you've been waiting for to do online co-op It's coming. No, wait, it's not. It's coming. Apparently, it's coming out next Tuesday. No, the site went down. We don't know. It's they still don't know. They keep announcing it and unannouncing it. Maybe next Tuesday.
Is it coming to PC at all?
I don't know. I don't think so. That game is really sweet. It'd be really cool if it was on PC. Because that would be like a nice, like, hey, that DLC's out. Game's also out on PC. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Every time I see a story about this, I just want to like, hey, I want to go back and watch that movie.
A movie's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
That's a real good movie.
It's a really good movie, you guys. Kumar, have you seen this movie?
Of course I have.
Okay, you made a pause there. I was like, Kumar, have you seen this movie?
No, of course I have. I saw it when it actually came out. A buddy of mine, he told me, I had never heard about it or anything. He's like, man, we got to go see this movie. I'm like, okay, I literally don't know what it's about. So I went in there completely, like I went in there, I've brought this up before, but I go into media blackout when there's a particular game that I'm waiting for that I know I'm going to buy, and I just leave, I let it be a complete surprise.
Yep.
That's kind of what my experience was like with Scott Pilgrim. And, you know, right at the beginning, when they play the, I think it's like the, not Century 21. Oh my God, what's it called?
20th Century Fox?
Yes. When they play that tune, it's played in
8-bit.
8-bit.
Yeah.
And when I first heard that, I was like, Brandon, what is this? Bro, what is this?
That's awesome.
Oh man. When that movie came out, for some reason I went out and bought all the like little mangas of it or whatever.
The
comics.
Yeah.
They aren't like Japanese.
Yeah, they're not, but they're just like
Some
that
guy
style.
from Toronto wrote them.
Yeah, exactly. So I got like all 6 of them upstairs, and I read them, and then I went to go see it, and the movie's like maybe part of the first one. I was like, oh wow, I hope they make more. No, that thing didn't sell enough, and
No.
I was like, oh, but
It got a lot back in DVD sales. Apparently.
yeah, oh man,
I bought the Blu-ray for that.
I bought the Blu-ray of that too. I was like, I fucking gotta have that movie. It was good. Yeah. So apparently that DLC is gonna be $5 if it does come out.
Cool.
Just good to know. Something kind of cool. Black Ops 2 was patched today, January 30th, to have Twitch channel streaming built into the game.
Oh, I saw that.
Now in this trailer,
It shows
they show somebody streaming to Twitch with a webcam as well. Now I don't know if you can. Yeah, I think that's a
That's
lot.
gonna be dangerous.
Unless it's using the Kinect or something to like webcam it.
I don't.
But
I think that's a lot.
Better
I
with
think
Kinect.
yeah, I don't think it can do that.
We should try it out.
But yeah, we could try it out. But yeah,
Is
it's
it out
Black Ops.
now?
Yeah, it's
Or
out
is
now.
it-
It got patched. The patch was slowly rolled out as the day went on to different countries.
We could
and
try it right now.
I don't want to try it because we're streaming to this channel.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but no, oh fuck, it's Black Ops in the middle of the
We could
podcast.
try streaming into the Unity.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
we could. But I don't want just internet-wise. We're scared of that stuff after
Okay.
last week. Let's not mess with it. But yeah, I want to try it. I want to try to see what it's about. Especially if there's webcam, I'd be like, I don't know, you did it, Activision or Treyarch. Good job. Want more games to do that.
Whichever one you did it.
Yeah.
Fucking
whichever-
Activision, man.
Yeah. Oh wow. So one thing that I totally forgot to mix in with the other stuff. Dead Space 3 also has a sort of hinted at, sort of like Severed. There's going to be a separate story DLC coming out sometime after launch. But
Okay.
oh wow, they said we're hard at work in a top secret additional story that will be coming in a few weeks. Huh.
DLC. We're getting your money.
But he says, but think disturbing to get your animations going. Animations? Imaginations.
Your animation.
Get your animations going.
Imagination. Okay, so we've got a quote from the chat here from Hardia. He says, aside from live gameplay, Xbox 360 users can use their Kinect as a webcam to add a face to the commentary to the broadcast.
And commentary. You misread
Man, there are
it.
gonna be a
It's
lot
right
of pervs
there.
that just put their cocks
It's
up
right
there.
Yeah, there's going to be some just cock spinning
What are you
Black
saying
Ops
right now?
matches. I don't know. But that's cool. That's actually really freaking cool. You can do that. Kudos, Treyarch. You got me. Because the YouTube stuff was kind of poop. But Twitch.
Treyarch, I just want you to know that I still hate you.
We are no longer affiliated with the
Kumar?
likes of Kumar. No. I'm kidding.
Hey, that's mean.
I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
I thought you guys ended up just cutting my mic.
No.
Closing
like-
my call.
And that's it for story bros.
Any questions?
We totally forgot to mention, Dan, we were surgeons this week.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's all we're
that
going to
thing.
say. Check out our video.
Shameless self-plug.
Actually, did you guys hear about Killzone finally being announced officially for the Vita?
Did they actually officially announce it?
Really?
Yeah, there's a trailer and everything. I saw it earlier.
Really?
It was probably, I think 3 or 4 hours ago it got posted.
That's what I get for not browsing the Vita Reddit at all today.
But yeah, it's coming. I don't think there's an actual, or sorry, I shouldn't have said they've announced it. They've revealed it, but they haven't given it
They've revealed that it exists.
Yeah, exactly.
This
And
thing that you already knew.
It was a pretty good gameplay trailer as well. Like, it was a solid minute and a half or so of just gameplay.
Nice.
And it looks just like Killzone 3. I mean, it doesn't look as crisp, but it looks like it plays exactly the same. I'm sure it's going to feel the same. And so long as they can maintain like a solid frame rate, it'll probably be a system pusher to at least some degree.
Nice.
We have Hardy in the chat who seems to know a lot about a lot of stuff most of the time whenever I talk to him. And he says it's going to be on the Killzone 3 engine and it has the September 17th release date.
Oh, geez.
Wow, that's
Sweet.
not bad
So
at all.
that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
So what do we have for releases this week?
So yeah, that's it for news. We have releases now coming up for February 4th to 10th, which is next week. We've got Dead Space Trey. Wow, that'd be actually a scary game. Dead Space Tree. It's a fucking tree floating through space. What's it gonna do? I don't know. Bark at you?
Wow.
Anyway, so there's that.
All right, I'm done.
We've got Fire Emblem coming out for the 3DS. Also available as a download on the 3DS. We have Sly Cooper Thieves in Time coming out for the PSN and Vita as a... What's that word when they have...
Crossplay.
Crossplay, where you can buy one copy
Or
and you get the other.
cross-buy. They use
Cross-buy,
both.
that's the... Yeah, okay. So you can
I
buy
think
one
crossplay
copy.
is where you can
play them
both.
together?
Crossplay is where you get both when you buy it.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of crossplay, PlayStation All-Stars team got a little bit...
They got
Fired a little bit.
Yeah, they got cut down.
Yeah, that sucks.
They got
Fine.
fired a little bit.
A lot of bit of them got fired because the PlayStation All Stars didn't do the numbers that they thought they would
Oh.
would get, and
That's
so
a shame.
they've downsizing the company, studio, and they're also canceling some of the DLC that was initially planned for it.
Lame.
Yeah.
We're getting
There's 2 new characters coming out. I think like next week. or
Not
something.
anymore. No kidding.
Oh
I'm just
god, that would suck.
that would suck.
I like that game a lot.
We got some hot new info apparently on this Killzone game from Hardy here. It says it will use motion aiming for sniper zoom. You'll be a Killzone mercenary. It'll take place after Killzone 1. You're not sided with Helghast or the ISA. There's going to be 9 missions, and about 1 hour in length will be each mission.
Wow,
That is some
that's a pretty
That's all right.
hefty,
goddamn Hardy.
pretty hefty portable game.
Thank you.
Like-
It's better than Black Ops.
You want to
Declassified.
write? Would you like to write for us? Jesus Christ!
I like you, Hardy. I like you.
Come on, do it.
So next week as well, we have. Are you fucking serious? Fist of the North Star 2, Ken's Rage.
Great.
Cans of Rage sounds like some porno or something.
The fact that it's
Can you write it? I don't know.
fist.
Oh man. So the 3DS is gonna explode next week, guys. We got Fire Emblem and we have Brain Age Concentration Training.
Oh shit.
A Brain Age game is coming
Is
out.
there Sudoku?
Yeah.
There appears to be a Sudoku in the actual title thing.
3D
What?
Sudoku.
What Sudoku on
In
3DS?
Hey
Everyone,
guys, can I make an embarrassing
go on.
comment here?
Go on.
I actually don't know how to play Sudoku.
Whoa.
I'm not a.
So
Yeah,
what?
I kind
What?
of.
What is this? What?
So I deal with numbers for a living, and right now I can honestly say that I actually don't know how to play Sudoku.
That
What?
seems ridiculous.
God.
I kind of know how to play.
Yes, I will take that.
But,
No, I'm not. Sorry, Kumar. I'm talking something on the chat. is
someone said
really-
PlayStation All Stars is gonna be able for $25 where we live. Hardy has
Just where we live.
Well, Hardy isn't in Toronto either. It's Canada. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah.
Way to
That's-
reveal now he's gonna get
I'm sorry,
stalked
now
and
he's gonna- I
stabbed.
don't want to get stalked. Anyway, as well as We Sing 80s edition for the Wii is
Not
out
the Wii
next
U?
week. No. There's garbage like that for the Wii U? There probably is going to be.
Yeah, there's garbage like that for every console.
By the way, I cut into one of those Wii Mini systems, like the red ones.
That's creepy.
there's no Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi in them, man. It's
It's like the most bare bones
it is.
garbage
It
piece of hardware I've
legit.
seen
It's
in a
just
long
like
time.
it's legit. Just a like Like, it's got nothing. You open the box and it's just
Whoa.
nothing. It's
Wait,
such a sad little box. I'm like, I don't even want to pay $100 for
Wait.
this.
wait, you guys.
What are you saying?
Dead Space 3 is next week, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And Sly Cooper's next week, right?
Yes.
And Fire Emblem is next week, right?
yeah.
The week after,
Is Fire Emblem next week?
yeah, it is.
Okay, great.
The week after is Aliens Colonial Marines. And then the week after that is fucking Metal Gear Rising Revengeance and Crisis 3.
Holy shit. It's a busy ass week.
No.
I'm not buying any of that.
Yeah. I've the ones I
Unless
mentioned.
we're gonna go halves on.
The ones I mentioned,
Sly Cooper.
I have, yeah, halves on Sly Cooper is definitely gonna happen. The rest of them I already have pre-ordered, so
Cool.
it's gonna be a lot of content coming out, guys. Woo! That's it for releases, though. It's gonna be a good next week. I'm excited. Still have yet to play The Cave.
I hear good things about it.
Yeah, same. So I'm excited to finally play that. So I guess what we're going to do is actually see if there's any questions in the chat that anybody wants to have answered. We're also going to check out the YouTube, see what was commented on our last podcast. And I'll check out Twitter. Maybe we got something on Twitter. Let's see here. Twitter, we've got a big old nothing.
Cool.
Hit us on questions on Twitter, everybody. We love reading stuff. Even if it's just like you telling us stuff, we'll just read it. It's good. On the last podcast, we've got... oh yeah, we never did a shout out. Merrick 64, somebody from my Twitch channel, sorry, also on the YouTube as the Ultimate Extreme, made the banner that you guys now see on the video version down below. Made the banner.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
And he left a comment saying maybe he made it a little bit too big, but I think we tweaked it. Liam Jackson, sorry, PFR 7000 says best channel ever, which was then reply commented by Liam Jackson saying, I agree. These guys deserve a lot more attention.
Thank you, both of you.
I think we're pretty cool
Absolutely.
people. I really we're really happy that you guys think that way. And
You guys are rock stars.
yeah, we'll keep on making stuff. Hopefully you guys will keep enjoying it. If not, we're sorry. Tell us what we did wrong. We'll change it. Then we have Dark Alter 2000 with another question. Every week he seems to be hitting us with questions. We love you for that. He says, what game do you hate the most of all time?
It's a tough question.
I know there's something. Wait, would that be Assassin's Creed 3 for all of us right now? But no, I know there's something.
I actually cannot think of a game that I've hated
More
than Assassin's Creed 3 right now.
Man, that's just...
I know. What was that that thing I played there with the water dude, and we laughed at it for a while.
Deadlight?
Deadlight was pretty angeringly fucking bad, but that didn't make me angry. It was kind of like, this is dumb, but I still played it.
Fucking Skate 2 says Red Dead Apple.
Oh man, man.
For me, I think it might be one of the Resistance games.
Oh really?
Yeah, it drives me nuts when a game that's supposed to be somewhat realistic does such unrealistic things. It just makes me angry.
Oh, yeah.
And one of those things is that when you aim down sights, it literally just like there was no animation.
Yeah. It just clicks you into the sights.
Yeah, like it would just you would just pull the gun up to your face. Actually, you wouldn't even pull the gun up to your face. It would just appear, and that I hate that style of aiming down sights.
The thing with the Killzone games that pissed me off the most was the weird waiting that they had for the left and
for the
right
second
movement. Yeah, for the second one where it felt like you were moving through molasses.
I love that.
I fucking hate that.
I love that
I
feeling.
fucking hate that so much.
I felt like you were moving through molasses.
Like, it's okay. Like, if I'm gonna fucking turn, I'm gonna crank the stick to the right, and I want to turn at a nice even pace. I do not want to fucking have a super slow turn and then immediately speed the fuck up so I do a 360. That's not how I should be fucking turning in a goddamn
acceleration.
shooter.
It would keep moving when you were done because it was like weighty and stuff, which is
super
cool.
But
I
it was
loved
over weighty. They didn't have it tweaked right. If
I
they
wanna
had
go
How do
it,
you feel
back
about the
and-
third one?
if it was tweaked,
Third one felt like Call of Duty.
like if it was tweaked a little bit more, it would be great. But it was just so off that I couldn't get behind it.
What bothered
Did
me?
you-
I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, Zombie, did you like Killzone 3's change? Like, did you like the adjustments that they made in that game?
It felt like a generic shooter at that point, so I didn't have an
Okay.
issue with
See,
it.
that's why you need to keep the molasses to change it up and make it
No,
awesome.
like I'd rather have generic fucking shooter than weird molasses movement than because I would fucking turn to go peg a dude out of a window and I would just die because I couldn't get him quick enough.
What bothered
because
me-
of the goddamn molasses.
What bothered me is loving that feeling in Killzone 2 and enjoying the multiplayer because of it, because it felt so different and I really enjoyed that. But then having enough of the community being like, what the fuck is this? This really sucks. And then they're like, okay, we'll patch it in. And then suddenly everybody's using that new like Call of Duty feeling control in Killzone 2, which sucked. But I loved it because, yeah, like someone saying in the chat, when you had like a machine gun in your hand, you fucking turned really slowly and it felt like you had this big ass machine gun in your hand. And it just, I don't know. They had the weight just perfect, I found, with a lot of the weapons. Like SMGs would turn super fast and you'd almost feel like Call of Duty style. But it was, I don't know. I loved it. Sweet.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. It's just fucking wrong.
I hate people like you that made a change.
I love how he keeps hating on the molasses.
Yeah, dude, fucking, have you had molasses cookies and shit? That shit's good.
Oh yeah, no,
You gotta
that's
love it in your
good.
video games.
I like molasses
Just-
generally in real life. I just don't like my fucking molasses inside my fucking
I will
computer
go to your
games. I don't
house.
fucking like molasses in my computer games. Molasses is meant for
So
baking
angry.
and for fucking food, not for goddamn video games.
Devin, I'm gonna go to your house. I'm gonna go to your house and pour molasses in your keyboard and controllers.
All over my body.
No, in your keyboard and molasses. No, keyboard. You're making me fuck up. Anyway,
Riccio.
anyway, that's it for those questions.
Fucking molasses.
I can't think
AC3 for now because
I
that's
I know there are other ones, but right now it says
AC.
Creed.
Yeah.
Just fucking molasses.
What about you, Kumar? Is there a game you despise? You said the Resistance games. Or
Well, I
something.
said I think there might be. That's the only one that really comes to mind. I'm kind of in the same boat as Dan here, where I just can't think of one that I legit hated. If there's a game that I played that I truly didn't enjoy,
No.
I would just stop playing it.
Yeah. The only one that's been really painful, yet again, like pulling teeth, has been Sauce and Creed 3 for me right now.
Sauce and creeps.
Sauce and Creed 3. That's a fucking title right there. That's the title of the podcast.
Nice.
I like molasses.
Fucking molasses.
Dragon Age 2 is a really bad one that I think I would have hated as well, except for
I just didn't like
I
the
actually really didn't like the first Dragon Age. That is a game that I bought for $40.
360.
Yeah, and got rid of it.
Oh,
You should play it on the PC. I assure you.
don't.
I assure you. It's literally like.
I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, I know, but it's literally like the type of game that you put the 360 version and you put the PC version next to each other, and you're like, "Oh, dude, this game's sweet. What the fuck is that one?" And you're like,
I heard
It's
the
the
PC
same
one
game.
ended up being like tactical and like
Yeah,
actually had
it's-
like RTS.
"You can."
type
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas
You're just like, "What the fuck is
Dragon
this
Age on the Xbox felt like
Mash
single player
X.
WoW.
Yeah, it
and I
was
was
pretty
like,
ass.
what the fuck is this?
thing?" Yeah. Like,
Yeah. All right. Dragon Age 1 for the Xbox 360.
all right,
Perfect. Up
perfect.
a little bit.
Because I got so angry with that game and so fucking bored with it that I sold it like the second day after it came out.
Looking at my game pile, I see nothing that I hated.
Have you ever heard this?
Fairy Tale Fights. Why not? Dude,
fucking
50
shit.
Cent Blood in the Sand was oh, you're holding Dragon Age. Don't fucking throw that. Don't throw that. Don't throw
Is that
Don't throw that.
the collector?
I can't see.
I almost bought that one.
Oh,
too, 'cause
fuck
it was
it.
like
Uncharted
a
3
steelbook.
pissed me off.
Shut the
I
fuck
messed
up.
up. Yeah, I messed up.
That
That
was your
myself.
own fucking fault. It was your own fucking fault on that one.
That's because you started on crushing mode or whatever.
Yeah,
Star Wars
fucking
Force
hard.
Unleashed.
He started on the hardest
Hey,
difficulty.
Dan, Star Wars Force Unleashed is a piece of shit.
Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2 were fantastic.
Actually,
I didn't like Force Unleashed
You know
too.
what? You know what
Fuck
fucking
that.
game has actually made me angry and like sick to my stomach out of just rage? What the fuck is it called? Wide Sky? What the fuck is that game called? Wide Sky
Oh,
for the
that
iPhone
iPhone game.
or iPad. You will just. I've never had a game be like, this is gonna be so much fun, and trying so hard to try and enjoy it, and being just so enraged. I to the point where I was in my bed, thankfully, because I did one of those like spiked my phone into my mattress just out of rage. Like it didn't go anywhere because there's covers and shit, but as hard as I could. I've never
So angry.
I've never thrown something before, and I was just like, fuck my phone. Like, I hated it.
Oh, that's
I was
awesome.
so angry. But anyways, I guess that's it for questions. Chad, I think you guys had one of them or two of them or something.
Fucking skate.
Are you
Operation
planning to-
Raccoon City was a lot of not good.
Are you planning to try out other beard styles,
Hey, hey,
Swampy?
hey.
Swampy?
Operation Raccoon
Oh wait, no, me, mine,
Hey.
no. Swampy, what does your shirt say?
Oh, it says China don't care.
Okay.
City. Hey.
And they
Operation
don't.
Raccoon City.
I
Was
kind of enjoyed
not
it.
a whole lot of
That
good.
last mission was shit. The rest of the game was I could deal with it. Deal with it.
I know that game was pretty ass.
Yeah.
It's poop.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah. Yeah. That was another good episode, everybody. If you do we have a question for them?
Do we ever?
Do we?
We should start doing that on a regular
Why do you
basis.
have
Hey.
Avatar the movie, the game?
If okay, here I got the question. If there's any game you could get the collector's edition for, what one would it be? Nice, easy, sweet, and simple. Because Dan and I went
one of the Rogue Squadron games back in the day had it.
Yeah, I know that you'd anything Star Wars and you just like it.
I would really like the Dead Rising Riptide Bust.
Next week we are playing GameCube games on this.
Red Dead,
cast.
what was your question? He said he has a question from the chat. My question, my question reach out Bland too. Either collector's edition or like most anticipated release 2013. So we are still in January. We have a day left.
Yeah, that's true.
For the start of the year. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? We'll buy all of it for you. No, I'm kidding. I really wish we could though.
Oh God, I wish.
Devin said that.
I'm Riccio.
Okay, I
I
don't
got
sound like
nothing.
a.
Whoa, Riccio!
I
How
don't-
did you?
How'd you get over here?
How did you guys knew that I had a sealed child? When am I gonna play an Xbox multiplayer game? Soon. Soon. I don't have a proper answer for you. I'm sorry, Red Dead. We should have a play date sometime.
What?
A play date.
What?
Bland 2 Collector's Edition.
Actually, I would.
Borderlands 2 Collector's Edition. Sorry, not Bland.
I would.
Deadly Chest.
I would try and get the Uncharted 2 Collector's Edition, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because they only ever, those were never for sale. They only gave them to developers, and like friends of the developers, and it has a replica of the like gold key dagger
really?
thing in it, like actual size, and it comes in like a cool case thing. But there's like an unknown number of those out there, and you could never buy them. And Uncharted 2 is one of the better games ever made. So
You know what? You know what game I'd get? I want a bust collector's edition of Deadly Premonition for the PS3, and I want it so when like you there's a button and you push it and he goes nice, great shot, and he says all those things that you say that he says when you get headshots and stuff, or that's when you poke him in the head, but then when you poke him somewhere else, like he'll give you.
Are you gonna
he'll
get
give
the
you,
Deadly Premonition like?
Yeah.
Extended.
I want to
director's cut
replay
thing?
through that whole fucking game. Yeah. I want to do that as a let's play if we can, please, Dan. Or
Alright.
or Devin, just everybody join me for this. But no, and just when you poke him in the stomach, maybe he gives you like fucking movie facts like he does in the game. I love it. And his beard just slowly goes out.
I haven't seen anything of that game. I think I watched like 2
you
episodes. Of
I will
the
shut up
Endurance
then.
Run on Giant Bomb, and I have no idea what else. Is.
We are doing that game at some point.
Cool.
All right. Anyways, to everyone who's been listening and or watching, don't forget if you guys are on iTunes, don't forget to
Write a review.
Subscribe.
Is it subscribe?
Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe to our podcast.
That is correct.
leave a review because it does help us possibly get seen in the up and comings and all that stuff. If you're on, also we do video versions of them on YouTube. If you're on the YouTube version, we have audio versions that you can subscribe to and bring with you on the go to listen to us in your ears. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave them
Where
below.
else would they listen to us?
We've been getting a lot of websites that are like just robot ones that have been pulling our audio.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no. So if you guys have any questions, put them down below in the YouTube or send us emails at podcast@unitygaming.com.
You guys check that, right?
Unity, yeah, I check it every day.
Great.
I check it every day.
Do we get anything?
No, it's terrible. If you guys have any questions, let us hear them there. You can tweet us at EunityGaming, and yeah,
We all have that Twitter again.
all
Yay,
that Twitter
we have
again.
Twitter again.
And you might see some Vine stuff going up.
Such a good video.
It's fun.
All right. So thank you
It
guys
makes
for
me
tuning
smile
in.
every time.
I guess I've been Somppi.
I've been Riccio.
I'm Badan.
And I'm Kumar.
You interrupted Kumar. How dare you?
Sorry,
Do
Kumar, one more
it,
time.
Kumar, one more time.
I'm Kumar.
You
I don't
You
quite know what you
interrupted
guys were
him
looking
again.
for.
I-
Kumar, all right, ready? All right, everybody
okay,
silence.
everyone
Kumar,
shut the fuck up.
one more time.
I'm Kumar.
Thank you, Kumar.
Thank you.
Have a good
Did
day,
that
night,
work out this
morning.
time?
Yeah, it totally worked.
Totally works.
Have a good everything you're doing right now, everybody.